Hello, everybody. It's your old friends on Monday Madness, and welcome back to the exciting series and an expedition into the world of mediocrity that is SierraQuest. We'll save that intro. I am joined by Neil, as ever, who, for his sins, is agreed to continue watching the backlog of Sierra games. And Neil, we really have hit into a real stride of form lately because while we were pleasantly surprised by the last entry in Heart of China, we are getting a nice cold reality check with some serial Sierra hits on the way up.
Yes, we are. We are back with Leisure Suit Larry, the adult-only joke book by and for boomer dads. So
So fucking true.
yeah, this is funny. Weird thing. I'll explain when we get a kick off. This is a weird one in that this is the fifth. This is Leisure Suit Larry 5, but as an actual fact, the fourth game in the series.
Yes,
So
because the fourth game was cancelled midway through the. It was cancelled midway through development because I believe they were doing it on the old engine, and then the VJ thing kind of came about at the same time. So they just basically scrapped it and then just started again from scratch with number 5. They do draw reference to it quite a bit in the game, so it's nice for us to preface it as we can kind of like already introduce what is going to be a very old joke very fucking quickly. But
I thought the joke was that like there just wasn't the fourth one.
there is no there is no fourth one.
Because
They just jumped to
Allo,
5.
no,
Yeah.
it's not the case that like they were even developing it. It was never even started because Allo had stated that there wasn't never going to be a Leisure Suit Larry 4. So he just went, okay, they just skipped it straight to 5.
Maybe that is what it was. I can't
Yeah,
recall.
they actually did name it. Like it's called Leisure Suit Larry 4, The Missing Floppies.
Yes.
We'll actually find out in this one because I think one of the I think it's the starting joke. I think the villain actually has stolen the game.
I think it's actually, yeah, I think that's it.
actually
Yeah.
the joke
Yeah,
for
that's
this
it.
is that
Yeah.
the villain in 5 has stolen the game disc for 4. That's why
Yeah.
it was never released. Like Allah was true to his word. There wasn't a Leisure Suit Larry 4, but he still made a fourth game. He just called it Leisure Suit Larry 5.
Okay,
So
I'll be honest, that's actually a really good joke. The man sometimes has good material. Anyway, let's jump in and we'll go from there. So on the count of three, Neil. 3, 2, 1, play. Yep, there he is with his ball spot intact.
so to speak. Yeah.
Indeed. God, he still looks as ugly and rubbery as ever. If anything, the graphical improvements has not helped this.
If anything, yeah, it's like when somebody goes into HD, it's like, nah, man, you're actually just uglier now. Holy shit.
Yeah, so when a beloved TV show of yours goes into widescreen, you see that the stagehand is just outside there rubbing himself. You know, it's like, yeah, get him out of the way. He is an ugly looking bastard, isn't he? Like, I'm trying to be nice about it, but my god, like, he looks like if you melted Phil Collins.
He does look like a melted Action Man figure, like.
Doesn't he? And he has the personality of one as well. Like, but in any case, we are. I suppose, like, technically, this is a follow-on from the third game, but as you said, there is a deliberate time skip because Al Lowe is had a joke, and because we have this big jump up in technology, that means now we have world building in a Leisure Suit Larry game that's mostly about tits.
The message campaign, Just Do Drugs, has been a resounding success.
I mean, I'll buy that for $1.
Drug sales have never been better.
That's a real joke from Brass Eye, isn't it? When we plot these two things together, absolutely nothing develops. However, when we put a lot of fox heads on these sticks, another interesting thing happens. The word cruelty starts flashing.
Pornography division.
I mean, if it's explosive growth, I think you should consult your doctor. What you kind of want is a nice kind of gradual growth that lasts longer, you know, more sustainable.
Explosive growth tends to get flaccid quite quickly afterwards, you know?
Yeah, at least in my experience.
They made the flaccid joke there.
No. Flaccid, of course, is a business term.
Oh, rap music. Ooh.
Rap and pornography together at last. I like that this is meant. These are meant to be like mafia bosses or dons of a similar scale, and they're all going like, "Yes, the rap music that has been going around has been quite successful."
Oh, look at that slide.
Yeah. You do not foresee this scale of cable. You people are scared of technology.
Basically means that nobody's buying porn off them because you can just watch it.
If you think that's bad, wait until you see the internet.
Yeah.
Where the first two things on it were Star Trek and porn, and then the third thing was Star Trek porn.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a pamphlet on Rule 32.
Live long and fuck.
34.
34.
It's Rule 34, yeah.
It's always Rule 34. Ah. I want to find a solution. I want to get my eyebrows back on my face immediately. Meanwhile, in a more corporate environment, this is what happens when filth becomes corporate, you know?
What board meetings?
Oh, yeah.
The candelabras of tits.
I mean, when you say it like that, you kind of make it sound boring, to be honest.
Very humdrum one day.
Yeah, isn't it? Like, where's the shame? Where's the taboo? I mean, if you just have like norks everywhere, then it kind of loses its impact, you know?
All American girl next door looks Virginial and untouchable, yet sexy and slutty.
Ah, yes, the fictional woman. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, less than 5 minutes in, somebody did a hard work joke. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
I should have made up bingo cards for this.
Really should have. I love that this board meeting like has like all these kind of 80s tropes of like, you know, man with shades, you know, got like apparently fucking Leonard Cohen is there, and then also nervous Ricky.
And then Ricky.
Ah, crap. Should we all? Yeah, okay. We've some small applause. Yay. Surely if it's a small spanning applause, should be like little thumps under the desk, shouldn't it? Just like to be on brand.
Yep. Fap, 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 fap.
Mm-hmm.
And here is Silas Screw 'em all.
Screw 'em all. Which nationality do you think a yes-man is? sounds Middle Eastern. Again, you should try and find more realistic targets, lads. Just saying.
We only know one sex pot who's willing to who's like got rock bottom standards.
And it's currently in the closet recharging.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, it's not Nervous Ricky, it's Scooter. Because that's a name I'm going to respect.
I just can't help but reading like his lines and like that nerdy teenager from The Simpsons. Like, that's impossible.
There's no way we could follow the guy around without him seeing us. Mr. Screwball, it's happened again.
So sexy, so lame, so unappealing.
Wait, do you think like it's proportionate? It's like, okay, the sexy woman must be therefore be able to attract the ugliest man. That's not how that's how it doesn't work at all.
That's magnetism, lads. It's not.
Yeah, it's.
I know we call it like attraction magnetism. That's actually a euphemism. Oh God.
Oh, how will we ever find somebody so lame? Well, apart from you, Scooter.
Coffee!
Ooh,
Yeah. Voice acting. This game has voice clips. Would you believe?
Coffee!
Well, you're gonna have to know.
Yeah. That's how it works. So yes, as you can see, even based off the last in-house Sierra game that we played, which I believe was Quest for Glory 2, this is a big change up in fidelity, in like ability to play a game as well. It's quite a pronounced difference.
Yes, it's the SEI 1 engine, and it's also the first time we're at point and click as well. For the Leisure Suit Larry series. So yeah, so we're now into good VGA shit here. Although there's some remnants, for instance, all the skin tone being unusually red.
Yeah.
Yo!
Well, apart from him now being like burned.
I can't tell. Is he actually wearing glasses or his eyes just giant purple?
I think it's both, actually. I think
there's
like
a
he's wearing
there across his ears, like
yeah. I think he is, but
I just got an idea after you scorched my fucking crotch with boiling hot water or boiling hot coffee.
Wait a minute, I just got an idea. Turns out I'm really into this. Do it again, but slower. Slower. Ah yes, the old trope of like not knowing what your name is. You know what? You're just so ugly. I'm gonna call you whatever I like. Anyway, fuckface, you need to get to the hostess for this new TV show.
Tape rewinder and sterilizer.
That's an old joke.
Betamax, holy fuck.
Yeah. That'll resonate for about 3 people watching these videos.
Yeah, yeah. Even then, like Betamax was never really a thing in Ireland. There, like it was
absolutely was not.
VHS.
Like if you were like you saying that you were like adamantly behind Betamax, is like you saying you're adamantly behind Tout. It's like it just you backed the wrong horse, lads. Just be honest with yourselves. You backed the wrong horse. Or saying the Panasonic 3DO was a revolution in video games. Like, was it? Was it? No. This is when Leisure Suit Larry finally discovers POV as a genre. Again, I do love that. Like, again, it's the kind of the cliche that it always happens. The game, each one of these games always ends with like Larry either fucking up or being at rock bottom, and then suddenly just gets stupidly lucky and uses it to basically abuse his power. Like he wins a lottery and then he just tries to shag everything in sight. Then he's on a tropical island and he uses it to, well, in fairness, that was an adventure of self-improvement. And then he started fucking around, The tricky part here is why is there such a big gap between what's going on here?
That's also another old fucking joke that'll land with like a thud of dust.
I think it's gonna land for a lot of them because this is like the most obscure early 90s technology possible.
The Rob Lowe model. All right.
Larry Limper is definitely back on the compliment, isn't it?
Well, he's called him like about 4 or 5 different names so far. He's only got the Larry. He's only gotten the Larry part right.
That's gas. Can you handle it, Limper? Can you really?
Lipper. Assistant Associate Director.
Or odd for short.
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty much assistant associate director is pretty much just like one step above tea lady, isn't it?
I would imagine so. Like,
yeah,
it sounds like a real gopher fucking position.
So yes, this is pretty much what Larry is doing in this game. He's gonna basically find who is the finalists and basically like video them without their consent. And yes, this is actually quite important. To make sure that the camera's recharged and he has to change the tape each time. At least Sierra tried to warn you about the bullshit that's ahead of time in this.
Yeah, but they warned it inside, like in the middle of a fucking text wall. It's like, oh,
yeah.
God.
I mean, it is at least an effort.
Mm-hmm.
For the 4th time in your life, Larry, finally, you got your shit together. What happened another 5 times, Larry? Yes, Larry. Somehow even you, someone who has won the lottery, can still fuck this up.
Why bother with a password?
Yeah, that's right. I have no shame. There we go. So now we're back in the room. And we're now playing the game proper. Don't you just love the way he walks? Just his little flappy hands. Yes, unzip is genuinely a verb. Pretty much at any given point, you can just give yourself a little bit of a yep, and see how the little fella's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is drawn reference to Legends of Larry 3, where we did leave the game as well. The ending of the game was us programming the first Let's Choose Larry with Patti as our new friend with benefits. So then at the start of this game, it's interspersed these kind of like interrupting text to basically kind of get you back on track with with the canon. At least he's happy.
The nice music in the background.
To Sierra's credit, they have been doing quite well with music in the last few games.
Somebody's left the gold company card in the fucking card reader.
Oh, well.
The imprinter. Again, another fucking old ass joke that won't land. So, old credit card technology involved like just basically swiping it on an ink printer and taking a copy of the card
Oh yeah.
for the charge. Yeah.
I'm not to say that I don't remember these things, Neil, but you are definitely showing your age.
Yes.
And you can tell you're quite embarrassed by that.
Very much so. Michelle Milken.
Yep. So we have a choice between whipped cream and strong moral fiber. That's what to look out for for Michelle Milken. And so yeah, essentially, and there we have it. It's pretty much a resume for each one of the three, and then we have to find means and ways of finding them.
Turnoff's high IQ.
Can Larry act dumb? I think he can. I think he can. He can work that out. Gigi Lambada, you say?
Turnoff's burning rubber.
Maybe she doesn't like the smell.
Doc Pullins. He's a dentist.
I do believe that is correct, yes. So we've got three women whose apparently biggest turn-ons are whipped cream, mud wrestling, and pulling teeth. So I see we've kind of covered all three parts of the sociopath, so that's good.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then let's see what's behind this corridor as Larry flops his way around the room.
Very slowly sachets his way across the room.
It is quite the sachet. Oh, this is his office.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just a giant drum of what I presume to be just like fucking sterilizer. Just
it is a disinfectant. It's good to go.
Yeah, no, the only thing that's going to work on these things is sodium hydroxide.
It's actually quite funny, the fact that he works in an office with a giant barrel of disinfectant constantly spraying onto his hands, because little did they know that, 30 years later, that's what everybody on the fucking planet will be doing. Although not porn.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like that was down to, a pandemic, as opposed to all of us just coming down with some sort of, sex virus. Sex virus! Ice fishing. Oh, look, here's the OST for Legend Larry 5. I do love that, if I was to believe that Larry has his own music that he considers his theme. And he'll bop along to it in his office while he's sterilizing tapes.
He's doing this hardcore sterilization.
And it is hardcore, Neil. You can't say it isn't. I mean, wow. Not only does he have to sterilize them, he has to rewind them and keep watching them back and forth. And then the tapes get dirty because of all the dust, and sterilize them again. And it's a tough job being him. No wonder he's so fucking red. His blood pressure must be through the roof.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Capriism will do that to you.
Yeah. And now we have our the Gauser to clean the tapes properly.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, that's a joke. He actually made a magnetism joke there.
Mm-hmm.
That the magnet was degaussing, as in disgusting. But degaussing is actually
the correct term, yeah.
No, it's the actual physical term for using an intensely strong magnet to erase a videotape or a hard drive. My god.
I'll be honest with you, I kind of feel like you're the expert in this game now instead of me. I'm the one that played it, and yet you know more about what Larry's doing here.
Wait a minute, right? I'm an electrical engineer, right? So degaussing, I know a bit about that, right?
So... hang on here. I'm an electrical engineer, and I just happen to be a pervert as well on the side. Those are two separate things.
Oh, hang on. Those are two tensely intertwined things, all right? All engineers are in essence perverts.
Perverts. Okay, right. Now that we've established that. Soldering upon soldering like absolute fiends.
Oh, so much soldering. Actually, we don't really do a tremendous amount of that. That's
no, you don't. But you like to on the side just because you want to feel dirty.
Oh. That's on my OnlyFans.
Only solver. Yo! It was when I got shocked in the outlet that I remember about Legends of Larry 4.
Suffering from amnesia.
Yes, this is again as part of every Sierra game. We have this level of tediumness.
Yes, there is a. I would really hesitate to call this world building. I really. It's just not world building whatsoever.
It absolutely is not. It's just purely, can you remember to do this and these two things before every level, and if not, then you're wrong and you failed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because apparently,
in all fairness, this game does. There's not deaths are completely removed, by the way, from this game, so it's actually impossible to die in Legends of Larry 5, and the unwinnable situations are very rare, and like actually normally very rare, not rare for a Sierra game, in which case they crop up every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it is actually quite rare. In fact, there's one. You kind of do have to actually try. There's one part where it is actually unwinnable by design, and that's the limo number thing. But
yeah,
that gets lampshaded quite a bit beforehand, so you really need to not be paying attention.
Which, in fairness, yes,
very much so.
But it's very much like, it's not necessarily death's the problem now. It is just like soft locks and losing track of what you're doing type of thing. And then if you haven't been smart with your saving, then yeah, you kind of fuck yourself up then in a sense. And again, also like just the kind of like the kind of semantics of all these games, because I think the dock is charging here at this stage, but of course there's no point charging this when there's no camera in. So once I realised that I have to put the camera in first, then it starts charging.
Yeah. Of course, liberal use of the term "suck" for power and pushing the outlet in.
I'm not sure what they're going for, I'll be honest.
I feel there's a deep sexual undercurrent to this.
A deep sexual undercurrent to nouns. My God, man.
Particular nouns.
What do you think is the sexiest noun, Neil?
I see, any word can really be, a noun if you use it correctly.
Or in the right place. I mean, both situations apply. Oh, we're at 80%. I'm starting the climax here, Neil.
Jesus, man. Don't tell me that.
Sorry,
I only have a top half up view of you on Zoom here, right? So that's bad enough, right?
Oh, believe me, there's nothing to the imagination, Neil. Because that is how it works, though. If you want to play one of these games, you have to be naked from the waist down. Because then, if you feel any sort of like response from that area, you have to get yourself castrated.
Yeah. You like, if you're even remotely titillated by these games, you immediately go to therapy.
That's it. And then you realize that it is essentially your fault. And now here we go. With a fully charged camera and a libido that's the size of Massachusetts, Larry swings off to his new adventure. Let's point out how unpleasant a porn prod sounds.
Not even a porn prod core.
No. And again, in Ireland, that's a different context. It's like they're making pornographic Protestants. Since when?
Jesus Christ.
Yes, look at this early 19th decadence.
The limo driver's name is Bobby Bang.
Bobby Bang.
Bobby Bang.
Bobby Bang.
Another East Coast board meeting.
Meanwhile, Mr. Big, do you not think that it's been too soon since our last meeting? We're all wearing the same clothes. I know you've been lonely since Mrs. Big left, but we have lives too.
I know it's 1991, but this meeting could have been a fucking email.
Oh, at very least, a letter.
What's that by carrier pigeon?
Yeah, why not? Come on, we might as well talk about it. Now, what are these nefarious men up to? And why do we have to see so many board meetings in the game about horniness?
Yeah, they're forming a new political action group called Conservatives Against Nearly Everything. Or Kane.
Kane. Well, that's got to be Kane. And again, that is actually true to life, though, because typically one of those, like, anti-horny federations tend to have an abbreviation that is objectively horny. It's just like, we are the women against naked knights. We're also called wank.
The filthy airwaves. Why are you making an honest contribution to our simple little friends at Kane, boys?
You laugh now, but this is literally how the Republican Party works.
Only there's more cigars.
Oh, are you sure they're cigars, Neil?
Deeply, deeply phallic ones.
Yes. We make that joke solely because we know it upsets people in the Republican Party. And now we're at Lax. I believe the service is quite slow.
Why on earth did there need to be a plane flying in the background there? I'm like, we know LAX is a fucking airport. Like, don't need to be shown badly drawn planes that are like completely blue as well. Like, what fucking plane? Like, oh, this one's totally grey. Oh, well, that's just slightly more realistic.
See, now, there you go. See, did you get shut up there now, didn't you?
Oh, the guy's name is Cliff Taurus. Cliff Taurus.
I got it.
Jesus fuck. Oh, here we go.
And there's the copy protection. So yes, we do indeed have copy protection, and essentially depending on which way you do the 3 missions in order, and this is basically how you get into each mission. So you do have to come with so your manual would come with a code sheet, and you basically just punch in your numbers, and you're away onto your adventures. And of course, it's all different time zones as well. So yeah, it's not as if you can kind of bluff your way through first one or whatever. Thank you for flying Error Dork. Ha 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 ha.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on you. We're just a rebadged Ryanair. And away we go. So we are going to see a lot of airports in this game, Neil. Yeah, they all look the same, essentially. They all serve the same purpose. Because apparently, Legend of Larry that Tom Hanks in that one movie where he had an accent. So once we show them our membership card, we can go straight into the VIP one, which basically means we can skip the queue.
Ooh, VIP room.
Not to say that there's a massive queue, because there's literally no one else in these airports, but
Yeah.
I guess no one just flies Aerodork anymore.
Yeah, pretty much just nobody else but the desk attendant and her two massive breasts.
There's actually two of them, and hilarious enough, every time you go to one screen, they fight for no reason. Just they do.
Yeah, they just scrap in the background.
Yes, Larry, smile through the pain, assured that no one else saw that. Except for us, Larry. We saw everything. Anyway. So now that we're boarding, you can tell that from the subtle sign across the room. Your boarding pass is sucked into the slot at the APM. It shows you the power those three dots have, eh?
Amen, Reverend.
Yep.
This is what America looks like.
After a massive flood, apparently. What happened to Florida?
A number of fucking lightning strikes and shit.
Holy shit. All the Great Lakes just merged into one and got their revenge in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got impressed. That was good. Is this me, or is that in that angle, Legendary looks a bit like Eamon Dunphy? No. See, the thing is, Al Lowe is a charlatan, Bill.
He's a fucking cat.
He's a cod, Bill.
Always remembering Passion Patti.
Yep. The one woman who actually showed him affection. And apparently she's doing a recital at the Parthenon.
Outside. Keeps changing from day to night as well.
I mean, not to say that dreams are inconsistent, but yeah. oh, look at that student's transition. So yes, as the name implies, there are two protagonists to this game. Passionate Patti gets half a game to herself, which again is somehow in Sierra's logic a victory for feminism. Get the feeling they're trying to say that this place is grimy. Don't know what's giving me that impression.
Yes, a club called Piano Pit. Yeah, right.
Yes, because nothing really says grimy like a massive fucking piano. Because apparently the jazz clubs were all taken. So even Patti doesn't seem to remember what happened the last time. Or maybe she does, and that's why she's here.
Why put in sound effects for the fucking floorboard creak?
It's called ambiance. Look at him there. He seems to have a really bad problem with his jaws. See that, or he's a gnome. I think he's a gnome, actually. Just going by his legs. His legs look ceramic by nature.
His boss doesn't like her.
Yes, you're too good. I'm sorry, you're too talented. You need to be worse to make people drink to forget. Yes, I know technically you could do that anyway because you're so talented, but narrative. I mean, going by the sound of things, this is probably a good result for Patti.
Yeah.
Like,
You treated me just fine. I'll be sorry to see you go.
you're the only one who doesn't call me a gnome.
You mean my baby? Oh, right, that's not.
No. Musicians Union, as if they exist. Not to say there's an easy solution to this, but maybe just move. Maybe there might be better places in the country to go for piano.
Oh, she can really pull him in.
Just get smart and stop working absolute dumps. Who knew it was that simple?
The place is called the Piano Pit. Maybe don't play there.
Yeah. What a strange idea.
Why the floorboard sound? Why?
I say it is probably like everything else. It's a size difference. Like these are sound clips they're able to put in, and then the rest of them are just like redundant space. So no, let's not put it in. Ooh.
And she walks out looking like fucking Carmen Sandiego. What is a dark figure? The man's bright fucking red wearing brown. Light brown. That's a fucking dark figure.
Yeah, but he's got a dark mood. He's noir.
He's noir, yes.
Yeah. And now let's meet in the Casablanca reference.
Of your Federal Bureau of Investigation. What?
Yes, we work for you, apparently. I know, this is news to me too. Your country needs you, random piano woman. So, first, answer me this question. Is that meant to be a plane behind me, or is it a banana? So, what seems to be the problem, Detective Inspector? Well, it seems that a lot of people are having trouble with their eyebrows not sticking to their faces. I have also been affected, but seeing that your eyebrows are completely perfect, you might be the only person in the country to save us.
We're right in the middle of a months-long nationwide investigation into the infiltration of organized crime into the entertainment industry.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That would never happen. Although that being said, it would be quite amusing to see Jerry Hutch hosting a daytime talk show. And now it's time for another round of Snitches Get Stitches.
Yeah. Someone willing to take some risks without a family. Basically, somebody who's expendable.
The most expendable.
Stiffed. Nice.
Yeah. Seriously, we're like one more double entendre into a carry-on film, and that's somehow a territory that Larry has not encountered yet.
Yeah, somebody will just stroll along going, "Oh, matron."
Yeah, nurse with her arse stick hanging out, just fucking like just like flails on screen. Help me! It's like, what would you like, Patti? Would you rather to work in a dive bar like this, or would you like to, be useful? I know which one I'd rather. Oh, but of course, Inspector. I mean, how can I say no to that ballsack chin of yours?
Chin looks like balls. Cover them too.
I mean, yes, balls, 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 and more balls.
What the fuck? She's just literally just gotten into this guy's car.
Yeah. All right, Patti, here's the deal. We talk about the case and we ignore the fact that I did my tie in coffee. Deal? Deal. Excellent. Moving on.
Despite the fact that I seem to have borrowed the tie from the fucking Jolly Green Giant.
It's actually not a tie, it's an umbrella.
I know nothing of spying.
Well, you might want to ask Larry because he's going to be doing a lot of spying in the next few hours.
Most of the spies we use are amateurs. What the fuck?
That's the cutting political satire that Al Lowe has been made to put into these games. It's like, Ken, I'm looking for some ideas for my new games. It's like, take down the federal government. Sure, absolutely fine. This is for Legendary Larry 5, though, right? It's like, take down the Yep, I heard you the first time. Absolutely. What times and what places? And should I wear a hat? You can wear a hat anytime you want, Patti. It's a free country. I choose not to because my hair looks a little bit like that Wella advert.
Subliminal messages and popular music. There's Reaver Records. Baltimore, Jesus. Reverse bias. Fucking hell.
I choose to believe it's actually pronounced reverse bias. Like he's a Colombian with a typo.
A flood of obscene rap recordings. I personally believe records like these are being used by the mob to undermine the moral fiber of our nation's youth. What?
Oh, no. Not the moral fiber.
The mob needs rap.
That's the only fiber they get in their diet.
K-rap radio. Holy fuck. Headquarters of the rap group Too Live to Screw. Jesus Christ. Like, subtlety just... subtlety here is really something that happens to other people in this.
This is perhaps the longest intro I've seen since Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We know where Kojima got it all from.
Oh god, it all makes sense.
95 fucking minutes of fucking cutscenes.
War's changed.
Again and again and again and again.
Larry has changed. Can't wait for the reboot of Legends of Larry on the PS5. In any case, this is what Patti's doing, and the essential premise of the game is that Larry and Patti are working in parallel. They're doing the exact same things at different times in different places, and hilarious consequences ensue. And this is our first assignment. We are going to be a organ player at a recording session.
The government will handle all your travel arrangements. Just say we. You're a government fucking arm. You just say we. We will handle all your fucking travel arrangements.
I'm actually double agent, Patti. I'm working for the British. Hello, governor.
Set you up with a gig at the White House. What? You've literally only talked to this. You've literally only spoken to this person like 20, 30 minutes ago. What the fuck? Welcome to our technical laboratory, as opposed to the other kind of laboratory.
Well, there's language labs, you know.
Commander Twit.
Ah, yes, the traditional Bond meets the gadgets scene in every movie.
I've always been very interested in research and researchers. What?
Indoctrination? Wait, what? Oh, don't worry about it. It's a technical term. So, let's see what the FBI are using our taxpayers' money, taxpayers' money on.
Especially the physical.
Yeah. About that, danger approaches. Let's see if Patti can unzip this scientist.
No.
The answer is no.
Two technicians are working on the Title IX funded development, the hair-triggered double-barreled armor-piercing brassiere cannon.
Ooh, that sounds something that's very bespoke for us.
So a tit gun.
It's a tit gun, yeah. I mean, like, tell me you have not had a situation in your life, Neil, where a tit gun would have come in handy.
True. I don't understand why you need to state that it's double-barreled. I mean, of course it is.
It's the whole point of it, I guess, isn't it? Well, 2 points technically.
Yeah, point plural.
Point plural, yes.
Just touch your elbows together behind your back.
I mean, it's simple. How could you not get it right? And yes, shotgun to the face. And there goes the red shirt.
Fucking disintegrated him.
So, send in another taxpayer. Well, look, it's a brass sticking technician. Let's stay away from her. Obviously, you're interested in this kind of research, Neil. So I thought I'd show you everything that the FBI is doing.
Heat-seeking surface-to-air vibrator. Right.
So that's how we're going to win the war.
Mm-mm.
Give Saddam a good thrashing.
Yeah.
No.
He does bugger himself.
Well, if anything, that's a more gracious death than dying from vaporization from tit guns. Like out of the balance of the two, I'd rather that. Although granted, probably from how it's working, your G spot is getting vaporized, so depends which way you look at it. Oh yes, we have to do our application form. I'm more interested in what the perm is doing with those two liquids. As a chemist, I am of course intrigued in this.
Your titration technique is somewhat 556 to 779.
Mm-hmm. So, what I should, well, not say warn, but what you'll notice is that the numbers in this game are randomized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I didn't realize until later on in this in this game, when I tried to be sneaky and go back to a previous save to get the number, and the fucking thing changed. Absolute bastards.
So yeah, so basically this is one of the unwinnable by design states. So if you forget to write down the various limousine company numbers that you have to call throughout the game, by the way, at the one time that they're shown in each location, it'll lead to this, because there's one location where you can call a different limo company instead of the regular one. When you want to go back to that place, they won't pick you up. Only the regular limo can pick you up and take you back. Take you back to the airport or something like that. So if you only wrote down the green card number, the green card limo number, you'll never be able to get back. And,
there's another instance later on in one of Patti's levels that has an unwinnable scenario was like that as well, where you basically, if you forget your number, you're fucked. So yeah, like I said, there's more stalemates in this than deaths, which I think is somehow crueler.
Yeah, it really is. What should you do? High yield space age polymer macrobiotic flatulence inducing powder.
Yes, we finally harnessed the power of beans.
Why would it be a fucking polymer? That's just like, what's a scientific word? Let's just throw it in here. It's like,
yeah,
let's eat plastic.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just like we plasticized beans.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't just say this is it's a super fungus. You could have just said that, you know?
Yeah.
A high yield fungus.
Yeah. The fuck it. Just leave it at that.
Then why did you drink it? This is why you have test subjects. Oh dear. I mean, I could have told you that was going to happen.
Not in all fairness, you wouldn't have said that was going to happen.
That he kind of twinkles out of existence? No, I suppose not. You know what? I'm sure he's happy with his time. So yeah, there we go.
Let's get the fuck out of this, madman. We'll fit you with your field locator device.
Are you familiar with Dr. Hopian's work, Neil?
You know nothing on my work.
Hello, I'm played by Paul McCartney.
Phil Hopian. Well.
Yes.
Assume the position.
Make it easier for me.
used to be a field agent, old habits, you know. You're not in the field now, you fucking idiot.
Field agent, gun college, they're pretty much the same skill set.
Yeah.
And here's perhaps the worst thing I've ever seen in a video game.
Volunteer gynecologist.
So depending on how I decide in the edit, I might actually just blur this out because it is actually kind of disgusting and very unnecessary and not even remotely funny.
Yeah, that soundtrack's not really helping either.
It really isn't. And
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Safety first field locator device. Highly trained professional trackers follow you wherever you go.
And there it is. A little prick.
We've now fully transversed into this is pure carry-on shit.
Yeah, it is. With somehow more mutilation.
Ow!
Again, the wacky whimsical music for what's going on here is genuinely problematic.
Something in a D with
a dwith? What the hell is a dwith? Oh. Yeah. That's what we're dealing with here.
This is actually highbrow comedy in the whole realm of legendary jokes.
Yeah.
It's actually quite highbrow comedy.
I can imagine that the absolute virgins who worked at Sierra back then thought this was hilarious. And then he goes on with a hard hat and a drill, and he's gonna drill him. And set it to Ken, he'll love it.
How about instead of a drilling, it's actually a drill.
Tell Ken that we have a great idea for this game. Don't tell his wife. She gets really antsy about shit like that. Fucking women.
That's a man.
So yeah, so this is our equivalent of the filter tapes that Larry would have. So this is where our mission files are and how we communicate with our limousine drivers. Because yes, we have limousine drivers as well, apparently.
This is also incidentally one of the other soft lockable kind of points here.
Yes.
So if you forget to pick up those data packs, pick up both of them. When we leave here, we actually can't come back until much later because we don't have the address.
Exactly, that's right. And same with
without the data pack, we can't progress further in the game. So,
and we also need the Hooter Shooter as well.
The Hooter Shooter?
The Hooter Shooter, which is a good name in fairness.
No, right, fine. We give that the Hooter Shooter. It's that's good. That's all right.
They had the name first, and then they worked back the way and saw what it would become. So, which is fair enough. And here, as you can see, the FBI headquarters are right in the middle of Toy Town.
Stein Labs. We'll be frank with you.
Why do I get the feeling that we've been definitely taken advantage of here? That we're not actually working for the FBI. We've just been ensnared in the fake gynecologist trap.
Yeah.
In any case, now we are here in our very fancy FBI limousine that apparently also has a goldfish traumatized. A TV doesn't work.
No,
But it said, look, it's a male limousine driver. How progressive is that, Neil? You don't see many of them around.
Ridiculous name has he got?
Bobby Bang.
Bobby Bang.
But Bobby with a Y.
Bobby Bang. Oh,
yeah, see, it makes so much sense. Like you just don't get this level of comedy with anyone else, you know. There should be like a caption on screen going, LucasArts games are being made around this time if you want to switch over. Fortunately, LucasArts clearly doesn't have the same raw sexual energy that these games have, and therefore wouldn't sell. I really want to save the goldfish. Now, so Patti was Larry was dreaming of Patti. Surely Patti is dreaming the same way. Oh, actually, no. The Donald.
Oh my god.
Yes, that is indeed Donald Trump. And get the name of the Trump pianist, okay? There's nothing to do with the fact that I slap hookers, okay? With my really small hands. Why won't you look at me?
Stop crying.
Wow, that text box has started in a fascinating place, isn't it? It's like when Catchphrase, where they had the fucking the hat and the snake just like pop up. It's like, hello, hello. I mean, anything could be happening there. Anything. Like, I mean, could be. Oh, I genuinely expected this game to go somewhere else with that. Yeah, that's right, Larry. Grab those Twinkies.
Nah, they were packets of nuts.
No, you're wrong, Bill. No, there's nothing wrong with those nuts. Should have been playing in a midfield too. At which point, then I turned to my good friend Johnny Giles, who's a beautiful man, and I swig for my double vodka. Would anyone like me to sing Ziggy Stardust? No, Amy, you're grand, thanks. You're good. Bastards. Do not let this weird area fool you, people. This is the exact same airport and the exact same VIP room. Because Sierra are fucking lazy.
Yeah, the exact same peeling off fucking poster on the wall.
Yep. But see, now you know you're in New York because there's a charity. That's the only way to tell that this is New York. So yes, well, that is one quite frustrating thing is that Larry counts as an object. So if you're standing in front of something and you miss your chance, you have to do it again. Yeah, sure, why not? That's actually quite a good joke. It's like, sorry, we're not interested.
Mutant mopeds.
So yes, much to your point, Neil, but this is us trying to find a limo number. And again, as we mentioned, this is the only place to really find them.
Stick him up palm chop. See more wieners.
If you want to, I can. Oh, sorry, the game. Right, gotcha. Look at them tip-a-tapping away.
Tappa, tappa, tappa.
Tappa, tappa, tappa. There we got our limo. Now we can get out of this fucking airport. Like, actually, it is genuinely like daft to say that the two core mechanics in this game are phone calls and charging up your camera. Everything else is meaningless. But how will you dial the number? With your hands, I presume, Larry. That's kind of how phones work.
Use the fucking ears.
Oh, hello. Larry decided against progressing in the game. I think this is me perhaps realizing that I need to read another board on this airport, or else we fuck up. Yeah, so that's our limo number. But what else is around? There we have it. Yes, maybe I forgot the number, Neil. Shut up.
I was gonna let you point that out.
As you can see, the limo driver is from New York.
Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go? So now we can finally leave and progress the game.
Just changed LAX to LaGuardia.
Just a rebadge. Just like, yeah, that'll do.
It's even in the same font, like.
Yeah.
I was actually
Pretty
surprised
much.
they even did that. I was surprised it just. I don't know. It's actually not seriously.
Just-
You're in New York. Trust us.
what they just do is just post it over the original sign. Yeah, so that was referring to Legislator Larry Ford there, the missing floppies. And call me crazy there, Neil, but I reckon it was probably the best of the whole series.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the most. It had the most subtle humor.
Mm-hmm. You see, the hard disk cafe is a joke that works on multiple levels, Neil. I'll explain it to you. So you may have a hard disk, right? That's the sexual euphemism, but also hard disk, which is also a computer-based joke, and it's meant to be a computer cafe, quite literal computer cafe. So it actually works in 3 levels. You wouldn't understand that, Neil, of course, but that's why I explained it to you. Just
peeling an onion,
isn't it? Yeah. And then throwing it into the face of Olo. It's like, never throw again! So in any case, we are now here, and our first proper level is about to start. And yes, we do indeed have a little whiz before we start, and that is somehow a point in this game. If you want to get full marks.
Oh, we're all about them full marks.
Oh, hell yeah.
A large, aggressive woman has been talking on the telephone.
I mean, she is from New York. And she seems to have a hair of a saxophone.
Even cut your bait on a basic apple too. Wow.
Yeah, and if you didn't feel low beforehand, now you will.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't even hold Space Quest, let alone the King's Quest.
Oh, wow. What great marvels of technology.
Huh, how'd you know her name was Bertha? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Get a beaker from the fucking Muppets.
Yeah. Right this way, sir.
I have a table now. No.
You may not.
You're not wrong, he's just refusing to serve you, you dickhead. You better let me in, I think. No. So
Well,
you spelled it no.
you gotta let me in, or else I'm gonna be vexed. I'm gonna be so vexed that you God, come on, Larry, you got this.
An unassuming traveling software salesman from Gumbo, Mississippi. Oh, Missouri. The fuck is the difference?
Literally none.
Alright, now so we just basically just to talk at him until he broke.
Essentially, yes. There was actually no puzzle there. It was just like badger this man into submission. So now we have our. So yes, this is where old tech is new tech again.
Mm-hmm.
So Neil, do you want to show your age again and tell us all about this?
A punch card reading. You can
Wonderful
fuck off.
technology?
I'm not that fucking old. Fuck you.
Damn it! I was hoping you'd fall from my trap. Spoiled, you tumbled my nefarious plan.
Play them. Tape through the musician ducks.
How beautiful.
I like how they don't actually cut the background music when this is playing.
Just let it play over, yeah. Yeah. So yes, this actually, shocking enough, is the password to the door. That one little puzzle. I mean, it's easy how it's how easy it's fixed, you know. It's just. So, we surely be able to get let in if we can just put in this tape and show our age.
Ancient neon pink machine.
Look at that colour. Doesn't it just strike you right across the face like a wet
Gilbert
fish?
Hyatt. Super user number 1 found.
Oh, so this is the real. My God, that is a large woman.
That's one hell of a disturbing animation as well.
Isn't it? That's terrifying. It's like she doesn't have a
That's
jaw.
pause there, yeah.
Yeah. It's like she doesn't have a jaw. It's just, oh, wow. That is genuinely terrifying. And then the poor guy that's like there on the opposite side is just like trying not to look at her. It's like,
I'm trying not to look at her.
fair. Oh, the milk has arrived. There we go. Use our power stance to get into the next room. Now, where can we learn that power stance? Slinky, slinky, slinky. Biggity buckety. Larry's gonna whip out his cockety.
Herman Hollerith room. Right. There we go.
And here we go. Now this is where it gets interesting. So much like I think the last few games really in the series is that basically you get these one-on-ones with women, and you have to basically make hay while the sun shines. A sort of a dialogue puzzle, but also then like having the right item for the right person, make sure it works, that sort of stuff.
Yep.
As you can see, Larry has improved in his small talk over the years. Hi, I'm Larry. Fuck me.
Man.
Man.
One man.
One man. What, right? Me.
Remembering your boss's thing not to reveal your identity. You just introduced yourself, you fucking idiot.
I mean, he couldn't have been like fucking Hugh, like Rection or whatever his name was when he got in here. Gilbert Hyatt.
Oh yeah, we now have to like work the conversation based on the file we've gotten from her. Oh,
yes.
We have on her. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
I look even better out of it. Who the fuck? That's her third line she said to this guy. Who the fuck says?
So yeah, like again, this is the dumb logic of the games. It's like, oh, these are the three sexiest women in the world. Therefore, their hormones are like at maximum because there's a direct proportion, of course.
Yes, absolutely. Like she has made both a nudity and a masturbation joke.
Yeah.
Within like 4 lines.
Like, is this supposed to be like thing? Well, she's from New York. She has to be up for it as another fucking remark, putting social commentary from Al Lowe. Yeah,
that's everybody from New York. Yeah.
I said, where you from? I'm from Buffalo. Fantastic. So, oh my God, yeah, absolutely, no problem. Just like Larry's looking at the bananas, the sundae, and just going, God, I wish that was me.
Oh, there's a joke coming with the sundae.
Of course there is. So Pat Patterson has got his stuff isn't being put to good use here. See, Larry Laffer is obviously a cultured man and has had many experiences over his years. So he knows how to really get to the core of the female psyche. Money.
She pretends to hesitate.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly take all of these travelers checks. That would be terrible. Oh well, if you insist.
Yeah. Love stiff cream. Oh, what the fuck is stiff cream?
Well, that's a condition I had once, wasn't it?
There's a powder for that.
Is it harden? I'm asking for a friend.
So this is literally a woman who is turned on by cash.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump says cash is king. Oh fuck! What the fuck is this Aloe's obsession with Donald Trump?
I don't know. Was he? The fuck what the fuck was that? Is she a lizard?
Fucking lizard people. Ice fishing.
That she's a okay, right? So this is no longer Legends of Larry. This is now Blade Runner.
Yeah, he used to hunt these people down now.
You're in a room. A man in a leisure suit sits beside you, offering you money. How do you feel? Please answer the questions honestly. That's actually one of the game overs in this game, is that if you get the dialogue wrong, Michelle just presses your eyes in until you're dead.
Yeah, it's right through your skull.
Yeah.
What did she mean by that, Larry? Wait a minute, the girl's been making literally slutty sex jokes the entire fucking conversation. You're wondering now what she's talking about?
I mean, it's quite bad if your inner monologue is being coy, Larry. Haha, private browsing. I get it. Oh my.
Well, okay, so that doesn't even cover up most of the chair there.
No, it doesn't.
What the hell?
Oh,
There's
please.
the joke. It's a Sunday joke.
Yeah. And away she goes. Are you really sorry about this? Like, are you? I mean, did you forget to wash your todger? How many faces can we make him make? Oh, his nose is getting bigger. That's it, alright. Everything else was implied.
What were you expecting? Like an anime blood out of his nose thing?
I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, because that's kind of the level of this game. I'll be honest. You don't appreciate how very low I treat these games, Neil. In any case, that's one job done. So now we just have to call our limo back and get home. And there you have it. Hey, you don't seem to be in New York. You're right, I'm from Connecticut. Can I help? It's like, limousine? Also, gonna be a strange question, but do you have any idea how to get whipped cream stains out of a leisure suit?
Club soda. What gets club soda out?
Red wine. There we go. And another satisfied customer.
Pretty much.
So yes, this is pretty much the game on the Larry side. The Patti side is at least some way more interesting, but it does follow the similar pattern. So strap yourself in, boys, because you're going to see a lot of sexual encounters and a lot of really bad spy play in the next couple of hours. Strap yourselves in.
And yes, a couple of hours.
It is indeed a couple of hours. Oh, hello. The plot's developing. I mean, he does.
It's on the other end of the line.
Haha! This mysterious Julius is back.
It's cropped up again.
Yes. And I don't suspect it's a very common name around these parts, so it must be the same man. Oh. So, how is the piano business going for you, Julius? Don't ask me those questions. And you know nothing of my work. So yes, this is Bobby Marshy, because it's from New York. Marshy. As the limousine farts into the parking spot. There's your favourite blue peep flying across the screen, Neil.
Fucking hell.
Just to really wind your neck in, like. So yes, now we're going to head to Atlantic City next. This is where the Tramp Plaza was. So we may get accosted by orange-haired, small-handed racists, but we'll make do what we can. Just to say that if anyone found that joke offensive and it was encroaching on your political rights, leave. just go. Like it's only going to get worse from here. Like literally, only going to get worse from here. I just laughing now. Some big fucking MAGA head going, "Well, you just lost yourself a customer." It's like, I didn't fucking want your customer in the first place.
Now we're back in the similar but legally distinct airport.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is similar, Neil, because again, there's a bowl of coins, and famously, New York is known for its coins and bowls
of coins.
But of course, least you forget, the airport is also the only place in New York with a PowerPoint. So we have to plug our camera in, charge it up, and get ourselves ready to go for the next one. It is genuinely quite hilarious that this is like the most important part of the game, to make sure your camera's charged up. Even though I suppose you could technically speed run it and have everything like clocked on for the 5 minutes of duration, but
but fuck that shit.
let's not and say we didn't. That's also probably one of the funnier jokes in this game is the Tannoy just talking complete gibberish. Yo! I also like electrocuting Larry.
Yeah, because there's no deaths in this now. He just suffers.
Yeah,
and
that's good. You know, it's good because I'm thinking like if I zap him enough, then his sperm count will actually reach 0, and then he will be the last Larry. I don't know if you caught that, Neil, but Arsenal lost.
Yes, I did.
just checking. I don't know if you spoke Tano yet or not. So
I wish I didn't know.
I hate being right. So we wait for the plane to magic into existence.
Because that's what they do at airports.
Yeah, just wait. Just an awful lot of waiting. I mean, it was quite clear, I'm not sure why you're having trouble with this.
It was immensely clear. Even the subtitles were actually.
Yeah, actually, that was a good touch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now Larry goes for another nod. And yeah, like again, you just have to just wait for him to fucking nod off. It's like, get on with it, come on. We have a game to finish. This one almost certainly falls into the didn't happen category.
The handsome gondolier poling through the canals of Venice with your lone, lovely femme, still in her same. You sink it too deep.
I like the reason I know this is a dream is because Larry's actually tall. He's the same height as Patti. He's like, yeah, this is a dream. You can tell. I just want another like gondola to just like go across and just someone just going, you can't park there, mate.
Ah, looked like Bobby Bang was trying to take his job a little too seriously.
Yep. We literally transitioned from Larry sleeping on a plane to an attempted sexual assault by a limousine driver.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Leisure Suit Larry 5, folks.
Well, he is at the Trump Tower, or Trump Tower. So yeah, actually,
That actually checks out, yeah.
that's actually quite
It would
that's
actually
quite
be
on
more on
brand.
brand unless he was pissed on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was secretly gay. Yes, these are all very funny jokes. Like I am falling on the floor laughing, Neil. I don't know if it comes across. So, indeed, let's trundle along to this fancy old building. Again, there's just naked women everywhere. It's just
No, that's the whole game,
like genuinely the actual arch nemesis of this entire series would be the one person who actually treats women with respect. Do you want to go to Al Low Surprise, Neil?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's deliberate typos here.
Oh, it's Duck Youth.
Duck Youth, yeah. Shitheads. I mean, that's fair enough, yeah. Check it out. Big buttons, yeah. You have to worry about those giant button industries, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's all big buttons, man. It's big buttons. I don't keep your coat closed, okay? Big buttons. The government's trying to sew up our jackets. Apparently the guard is Vince McMahon after getting stung by a bee. So yes, we well, I think I did that wrong. I think I took out the disc.
That doesn't mean nothing to me.
Scruffy gonna die as he lives.
Scrub up a leaf from this company.
There we go. So because it's reverse Biaz that we're looking for in this edition. I mean, you could tell it was you could tell it was Baltimore. In fairness, it's so accurate, so true to life. Like, I mean, that guard is just classic Baltimore, right? He does nod off if you don't do anything, so you have to be quick. It's very clear they have one of those trustworthy faces. Or else you wouldn't have been let in.
Sweet 900.
I'm 3 weeks away from retirement, you know.
He's gonna get shot in the head then or something like that.
No, it only happens in the last week. So yes, here we go. A fancy office. And look, not a single tit to be seen. He clearly is the villain.
Yeah, absolutely.
No tits, no good guys. That is the rule. So yeah, this is also trying to prove, again, these are all part of subliminal messaging. So we're seeing it from two different approaches. We were trying to find the subliminal and also the rap music being subversive.
Mm-hmm. So we're here for the subliminal.
Indeed. And we are just taking this guy's gold record, as you do. Hello there. Hi, I'm Reverse Biaz. Yes, my cousin is a fake gynecologist. How did you know? Yes, that's right. We do have the same fringe, don't we? Yeah. Get in the fucking booth, please. So now we have some sweet, delicious turntable mechanics, Neil.
Yeah, turntable pedantry.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait until you see this. Of course, me being a filthy millennial, I don't know how the turntables work at all. So I'm clearly struggling with this puzzle. Neil, how would you tell me how this thingamajig works? Oh man, it's breaking down on this record. Well, I don't know about you guys, but that was subliminal to me.
Just played it forwards, and now we're going to play it backwards.
Yes.
At a faster speed. Oh, you just pause it.
Again and again, and again and again and again. See, this technology is just ancient to me, Neil. I just don't know how to work it.
Even the game's openly telling you to stop turning the fucking thing off.
Ooh.
Porn is best at a quarter a whack.
Thank you, Roberta Williams.
The frequent adult bookstores. But at least to get them to bookstores, you know?
So at least you're getting them to read.
Yeah.
You know, that is at least something. It's still filth, but it's a more wholesome form of filth. So now we do indeed indulge Reverse Biaz in this bogus recording session. And look, there's a piano right there that we can play. It has all of its keys.
The CD recording for the background music for Leisure Suit Larry 4.
Yes, as you said, there are a few subtle references here and there to the previous game. Okay, yep, that's random. So we just have to do our bit now and show how talented we can be. Yep, that's it. Then we just play the fucking note.
Just play the fucking note.
And yeah, you quite literally just like play some notes. Not to say this is realistic gameplay, Neil, but this is exactly how my musical acumen is.
Wow, if anything, you've improved from your previous acumen.
That is true, actually. Yeah, I think if you play piano here, I think I might give you a run for your money. So, what my plan was to ignore the bass and just make my own song. Now let's go again. Again, I'm kind of going rogue here. I don't know if it comes across. Just trying something different, you know?
Oh, this section goes on.
Yeah. For so it's so pointlessly too. Because at this stage you're going like
You're not giving anything to actually play here, are you?
no, we are just basically just like pressing buttons until we do it properly on the third take.
So this is kind of like the fucking maitre d' puzzle, which is basically just talk at him repeatedly until the game goes, all right, I'm fine, yeah, I'll let you in now.
I'm not even joking when I say the two like stories are in parallel. The puzzles are pretty much the same.
Yeah, the puzzles are identical. They're equally pointless as well.
Yeah. So then at this stage, Patti just takes over.
Mm.
This is all automated now.
That's actually not that much better than what you were doing.
That's the thing. I'm actually kind of shortchanged.
You're quite literally just bashing your forehead into the fucking keyboard.
Yeah. Ta-da! Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Big finish, and we're out. So now we get to meet Mr. Biaz himself. Yes, we do have to listen to this again.
For fuck's sake. Oh, well, at least we didn't listen to the whole fucking thing. Oh, no, wait, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's a timed kind of thing. Right.
And of course, what do we do with in order to get the information we need? Get the man drunk.
Yeah. It's an interesting reversal of how these games usually go.
Yeah, makes a welcome change, I guess. Let's just keep drinking and drinking. So not only is it like really cheap wine, or champagne in this case, it's like gone off champagne. So it's basically one of those bottles that has like a fungus growing at the bottom of it. Please,
Reverse. Fucking hell.
Reverse.
I
I think it's actually called Reverse.
Reverse.
Reverse. Wow, not to say that this guy is can't hold his beer, but fucking lightweight, right? Yeah, you just keep slamming down the stuff there.
I don't understand why. What about being drunk turns into fucking Daffy Duck? What's up with his eyes?
I think he is dying. Like literally might have poisoned him. Well, I mean, they have something to do now that they killed all their technicians
Yeah, exactly.
through hilarious calamities. Meanwhile,
What you doing now, Agent Smith? I don't know. As we don't have any either I'm picking up RF interference, so she's consuming way too much fluid. Hang on, she's not drinking anything.
no. Yeah, your thing is a bit miscalibrated there, mate. Well, they actually fucked that joke up, didn't they?
Oh, I'm finishing off. She finishes off the bottle. You slip out of the room, through the studio, down the elevator, back to the limo.
They really did do that cutaway just to make consuming fluids joke, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's tragic. Like genuinely, there's something wrong with these people. I had to do it. I had to do it.
What the fuck?
Oh dear. So now we move on to our next assignment, which is PC Hammer. Now to find out how to get rid of all that dangerous rap music that is hitting the streets. You, much like myself, Neil, we're both Caucasians. Therefore, are you afraid of rap music and its impact on the youths of today?
Intrinsically.
In fact, I'm going to protest about it now.
Even the Dragon Reed makes the same joke. It's like, oh, it's a great place if you like rap. Whereas Bobby, with an eye, made the joke about the airport. Oh, it's a great place to go if you like flying.
Yeah. It's almost like a remark on how taxi drivers always say the same thing. Oh look, now she's shagging Bill Gates.
Really put down the keyboard and practice touch.
Badum tish. Do you think Sierra really did just make jokes for themselves, didn't they? The boys in the office will find this hilarious about the IBM Microsoft deal.
Snarf, snarf.
Snarf, 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 snarf. Larry, you're looking at the camera. Larry, stop looking at this. God, he's so terrible at this.
You're just awful. Absolutely awful.
You are terrible. Absolutely shit. All I ask of you is to stop looking at the fucking camera. Oh. Do you know what? In fairness, that happens. That does happen sometimes.
Also, it said a most inopportune leak. I was like, anytime your boat springs a leak, it's inopportune. It's an inopportune time.
Yeah.
You don't want them fucking leaking. That's the point. He's also really happy about a guy who's just spilled his fucking drink all over his crotch.
Again, he might have
He's wearing a white. He's wearing a white fucking suit, like, you know.
Yeah. Again, cream soda. Yeah, it's Larry now, happy in his wet crotch, which is I presume is a very familiar feeling for Larry.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody so delighted to have a wet crotch before in my life.
Yeah, it could be a warm flight. Like he might need to cool himself down, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But that begs the question why he poured it onto his crotch rather than like any other part of his anatomy that needs cooling down.
Maybe he has an overheating prostate. Maybe the malaria hits in a very specific place.
Wrong place.
Yeah. So now we're in Atlantic City, which is a tramp country if you are following the lore of the game so far.
At Atlantic City, we promise.
There
Not New York.
you go.
Tramp limo service. Holy shit.
Yep. Like he's not even joking when he literally says Atlantic City is tramp country. And yes, that camera noise does not get old at all, especially from the fucking start of the game, where it literally does not change throughout.
Never stops.
Good God Almighty! Just the two. There's no reason for them to be fighting, by the way. They just do. It's so weird.
Yeah, they just scrap in the background every now and again.
So strange. Anyway, but yes, as tradition states, you have to make sure our camera is fully charged up and has a blank tape in it, or else it's game over. You know, I mean that's basic pervert stuff there now. But
SierraQuest procedural shit, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. It's like it's trying to make it more the perversion more mundane. It's just like don't take the fun out of it, lads. You do that for pretty much everything anyway.
Yeah.
So seeing that we're in Casino City, we have some free slots to pull. The reason we're doing so is because we need a quarter to call the phone. Because even though we're on a secret assignment from an actual corporation, they didn't give us any fucking money to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they gave us like the means, as in they gave us like a budget and shit like this to do that. But apart from actual cash money, nope, you got to forge that for yourself. Twal. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna fly anything that's just called Twal. It sounds like it just sounds it doesn't sound aerodynamic, you know?
It's hilarious. The YouTube auto generating subtitles there.
I got that too. Did you just get the sound around the word foreign just pop
Yeah,
up?
I think it's trying to like give subtitles for the sound of his crap footsteps.
Yeah.
And it just comes up as fart.
Foreign.
Footsteps are fart.
Foreign. I love it. I'm gonna keep them on, see what happens. I wouldn't mind, but like I was going to mention the same thing myself. I was just like I was thinking that Neil would want to know about my automated captions, and no, actually did. He does want to know. So yes, finally we can use our little quarter here to see. I'm just still convinced that there's something to do with these two air hosts. Like there has to be a reason why they're fighting. Like if anything, I think this is actually the most important story. Did you just go at it, don't they? Fucking hell.
In every city, like it's not just here. Like it's in every single
foreign
airport that these clones show up in. They're just scrapping.
And again, for some reason, it's just a random. It's only one of the four like phones that are working. Again, this is such a strange idea of gameplay. Like for no reasons, it's like pick one of four. Ha! You fail. Do it again.
Yeah, the one of four slot machines will give you a quarter to use on one of four fucking payphones.
Yeah, but like I said, there's no actual like difficulty to it. It just slows you down more than anything else.
It's just here just to fucking mess with your day.
But clearly, we actually were on the line to Donald Trump there. Just clearly, because he's such a busybody, a micromanager. He would happily take calls for his limo service. You know,
it is Tramp City after all.
Hello. Yes, you're wrong. Let's talk about me for 5 minutes, okay? I think we're in Atlantic City, Neil. Don't ask me.
To be honest with you, that'd be quite difficult to tell because they've chosen to put like white letters on a bright blue background, a really irregular font. So like that was actually quite difficult sign to read. Like if you're in any which way, shape, or form slightly visually impaired or mildly dyslexic, that was just like, I'll just take your word for it, pal.
I think I see a Q. That's about it.
Everything else is the fucking same.
Yeah. So we've had run-ins in the past with Legislative Larry when it comes to casino mini games. Can you guess what happens next, Neil?
Shit.
Somehow this isn't even the last thing is this is somehow not even as gaudy as the real Trump casino.
Yeah, the one that he ran that lost money.
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you do that? How do you run a casino that loses money?
Because he's a fucking cretin, and everyone who votes for him is equally as big a cretin. Frank Lloyd, wrong. That name was a pun fit for fucking Phoenix right there. Fucking hell.
Absolutely. Guess the number Cherry is thinking of.
Well, I can...
Less than 10,000. Holy shit.
I went with the only number that matters.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually matter what number you pick there. You're just gonna automatically get 10 free coins.
Yeah, because you won't be able to participate in the fucking casino otherwise because you weren't given any fucking money.
It's like, oh, you got the random number wrong. Well, I'm sorry, but it's game over here, buddy. It's okay. It's only between 1 to 10,000. You should.
Exactly.
It's
failed
easy.
to get a random number between 1 and 10,000. Fucking hell. Game over. Actually, I wouldn't actually put that past Sierra to do something like that.
Like 5 years ago in this, yes, they would have done it. So it's like, what do you mean you didn't get the random number, you idiot? It's in the manual. So here we are in the fucking casino. So much like the last time we were in, and the hilarious thing is that like the game was already drawn reference to the fact that it made us play a ridiculous amount of blackjack and Legislative Larry won. So what's it done? It's getting us to do it again. But with more. Just more of the fucking same. It's like, why are you doing this to us? What have I done to deserve this? So the hilarious thing is right, we start off at 10 Trump dollars, as it were. In order to basically get through whatever we need for the rest of the game, we need 500. So there's going to be a lot of this. Mercifully, I do cut out a vast majority of it because there was quite a lot of video poker. So now might be a good time to talk about things outside of this fucking poxy game. Neil, how are you doing? Are you doing okay?
I am doing okay, yes. Shit, yeah, there's going to be a lot of this, unfortunately, isn't there?
Yeah.
Fuck.
The automatic captions just said thank you.
Yeah, even YouTube.
Is there a ghost in YouTube that's trying to...
And it was just sarcastically thanking us for putting it through this bullshit. Thank you.
So, well, if we're getting more fucking like messages from beyond the grave here, I'm gonna stop recording because I'm gonna get freaked out here. Like it's interpreting white noise now at this stage. It's weird. So in any case, what's happening with you, Neil? Have you got anything in the pipeline reviews wise? Have you got anything in the pipeline? Because I'm sure people would love to hear what you have in mind.
Yeah, no, life got in the way, so I've been behind on a bit of them. I just finished the Warhammer 40k bolt gun one.
Oh yeah,
that's really fucking good. Like it's an old. They've done it old school style, so it looks like Quake 2. The Warhammer 40k universe where you're just running around absolutely blasting the piss out of everything.
Yeah.
And it's quite good. It was a lot of fun. Like, I have to admit, it was just fun. Not a game that took itself even remotely fucking seriously.
Good, that's true ones.
Legging it around levels, turning shit into fucking meat paste. And that is it. Quite good, yeah. I'm halfway through actually writing that. That's actually really good. Get back into them. Fuck life. Seriously.
I hate when it gets in the way of your video games.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. And I think a game I will be moving on to is... Fuck, what game will I be moving on to? I'll have to see.
I know we had some games reviewed that we're planning to play on the channel.
Yeah, it's fun to, you know, funny enough now, because I Kickstarter backed the the System Shock remake from Night Dog. That's not been fucking delivered yet. I'm kind of a little pissed off because it's been out now for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even mind, but I pre-ordered I kickstarted the PC version, so I was like, you could have just sent me the fucking code to activate it, and I'll wait for all the physical shit that comes with it. Even if it comes on a disc, I'm not going to be able to fucking use it. My PC doesn't have a disc drive.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
so what the fuck is going on here, you dickheads?
You're getting blue balled by fucking Showdown herself.
I fucking am, yeah. Exactly. It's gonna come in a package and the fucking delivery driver's gonna spit in my face and call me a maggot or something like that.
It's all part of the experience, I think.
Yeah, it's all part of the experience, yeah.
That's why there's such a delay, because there's the one delivery driver doing all the dropouts.
Yeah, no, that's because that looks really, really, really fucking interesting. I pre-ordered. Well, I didn't pre-order. I ordered the collector's edition of a weird fucking RPG game called Moon. Moon is a really weird one. It was released in Japan, and it kind of saw like a really limited release. But it's just such an odd game. Basically, it's an RPG that takes place in the aftermath of an RPG, where you basically have to go around fixing the mess that the main player character has caused, because he just runs throughout all these levels, killing everything in sight, and you have to go back and recover the monsters' souls and reunite them with their bodies after he's done killing them. So
that's a very interesting concept.
It's a weird concept because as you traverse through the levels, you actually find out what all the NPCs actually really think the hero that's just bulldozed its way through their town, bought up everything. So he killed anything that fucking had more than 2 legs. And it's weird. Like, it's really it's a mad one, because how you level up is you level up from rescuing the monsters. So you level up to basically love. So the secret ingredient is love.
Who's been screwing with this thing?
Who's been screwing this thing? Because there's no combat in the whole game. Like, Toby Fox directly stated that it was the main influence for Undertale.
Oh, I see.
So it was the first 2 decades it got released. It was Japanese language only. So if you honestly spoke Japanese, you couldn't fucking play it. But then it got put out. It was back it's late 90s PS1 game,
Yeah.
And it's a really crazy, unbelievably brilliant game, Now he's just fucked off, and that's alright then. I'll just keep talking to myself then, fuck him well.
Sorry, I had a dog-related issue to deal with. But yeah, that is genuinely an interesting concept, because if you had I had said this before on different videos, but I would love the idea of having to play a sandbox game where you're not the protagonist, but you are just an NPC trying to do his or her job, or trying to do a mundane task and just trying to survive. Basically, trying to be one of the NPCs in a fucking Saints Row style GTA city, where you're just trying to live. You're not actively trying to fucking do anything malicious,
I remember fucking ages ago somebody telling me. I remember seeing that. It was on a video game collage channel on YouTube that I don't actually watch, so I can't remember it. But I remember there was a game, an RPG game, where you ran the item store in an RPG. Like that was your job. You ran the item store, and like every night, like every day, throughout the day, you're obviously like selling off your items, meeting all these adventurers, and then at night time you had to go out and kind of like forage for all the material you need to make your stock. I can't remember what the fuck the name of the game is. Like,
What is it? Resetter?
I don't know. Hang on.
It's one that's going up here when I Google search for keywords.
It's probably that. Like, maybe
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I think that seems a wee bit too recent.
In 2010.
That came out 2010. Shit, yeah. That fucking actually might be it.
Yeah. It seems like a really interesting idea to it because there is actually a genuine economy to it. Like you have to go out and forage for the items, come back, start selling them, and put the markup on it. Like I like that idea. Fuck that. But yeah, like I just like the idea. I think I was fleshing this out with people. I was thinking like, right. So imagine if you're in this sandbox city. And you've been told, okay, go out and get some milk, right? That's your one and only job. Is go get milk, right? And say you're a bit of an idiot, you dwell on something too long, you get hit by a car. You continue to like, you know, have to keep doing this if you like, unless you're not dead, basically. If you still survive somehow, and just all of your challenges get harder and harder. But it's just a matter of how long can you get this character to survive in this fucking horrible city. Like that'll be the challenge, you know. So I remember finding this really obscure game, and the reason I know of it is because it's on the same game engine as the Pokemon games. It's very like distinctive. You can tell it is whatever it is, and it's called Survival Kids. And hey, full house! Thank fuck! Now we got all the money we needed. Literally, all we needed was to win big. Fucking hell. But it's called Survival Kids, and all it is basically is a randomly generated survival game on an island where you have to like, you know, forage for food and avoid getting poisoned and getting attacked by animals and shit like this. And essentially, there is actually no plot to it. You're just on this island for the rest of your days, and you just see how long it can survive. Like it's a weird kind of like almost like virtual pet style fucking Lord of the Flies. It's very, very bizarre. And you're the only child on the island. There's no one else to interact with. And it's like, I like the idea, but what's the point of playing outside of trying to get the kids to survive more than 2 weeks on its own? You know?
Yeah, there's weird games like that. It just seem quite pointless to me.
Yeah.
Although there's some deadly upcoming ones, games coming out now later on this year. Looking forward kind of to Diablo 4.
Yes, I would imagine so. Yeah.
That should be a good one. Yeah, because. Fuck it, it's just hacky, slashy, kill everything dead, and it's brilliant. The Diablos have a decent enough story as well. Like they're quite good. What else? There's loads of other fucking ones. Oh, actually, another game I bought and I'm just gonna start playing is Bramble, the Mountain King. It's kind of like a Nordic horror platformer. The graphics are really fucking deadly. I actually fired it up the other night and freaked my partner out so badly that she asked me to switch it off. It's good, but yeah, like if when you're off YouTube and you've got a few minutes, like look it up, Bramble, the Mountain King. It's quite fucking. It's good so far. I'm very happy with it. It's looking good. It's lovely.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
And,
okay, so the reason we wanted to earn all that money was to get into the arena to basically watch some scantily dressed women. But the central point was that there's mud wrestling on later tonight. And as you know, Neil, that's very important to the plot.
This isn't even was mud wrestling in one of the previous ones?
I think so. It comes up a lot because Al Lowe isn't that creative. He just goes like, what do sex perverts like? Then you just write down 5 things and just repeat them over my games. So here we are now on the famous Tramp City Boulevard, where anyone who has smaller than average hands can come and meet and socialize in a guilt-free environment. As you see, there's nobody here.
And the footsteps are still coming up as foreign.
Foreign. Ah, yeah, so see, there's Larry's evolved form scooting by. I wonder where all these weird rollerblades are coming from. And where can we get on the action? Though Larry seems happy out just sauntering his way around these people. Oh, look, the shop is called Ivana Skates.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you like how obvious Al Lowe is with his humor?
If that was blood to the brick to the face, you know?
Yep. All things considered, Neil, I think I'd rather the brick. Yeah, Ivana Tramp.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. I'm not. Is at this point now? I'm starting to think: did Trump have an actual stake in fucking Sierra at this stage, or is this Sierra's way of mocking someone far more powerful than they are?
Don't really see how this is mocking when you basically base half of it around them. You know,
it's true. I just want to get the feeling that, like, you know, any reference to him in popular culture is essentially a backhanded compliment. Because if you're actually on the Trump side, you're kind of like, you don't really count as human, just more sort of like some sort of lizard person. Okay, so we're instead of giving away some money because it saves us from having to earn some more in the casino, we're going to use our camera as collateral. I suppose it's also a good way of making sure Larry doesn't revert to the mean and just like find another random woman to to video without her consent.
Yeah, no, and also in case anybody's kind of like wondering as to like, oh, could you not just earn lots more money? As soon as you earn past the 525, I think you need like 25 for one thing and 500 for a ticket to the mud wrestling.
Yeah.
You leave the casino, Larry gives all the silver dollars back to the door woman.
Yeah,
so,
exactly,
like,
yeah.
You can't even leave with all the extra cash, so that's why you don't play past 500 generally.
Yeah, there's no point. Like, I got a full house there, I got 600, so that's actually more than enough.
Yeah.
And as you said there, once you basically leave the area, you just give the rest away as a tip. So now Larry's rollerblading, trying to blend in with the people. Because, there, that's what we were waiting on.
Lana Luscious.
One of our targets, yeah. So now we just have to happen upon bumping into her, perhaps. Oh, look how they're just crazy how that works, huh? Lana apparently has a hairstyle straight out of the 1983. Either that or she's cater head and cheese. What do you think? Spray cheese, reckon?
It was a style at the time.
It was a style at the time, actually, yeah, to make it look like a fucking moose. That was way too easy. And now we get to act normal-ish.
Not normal in inverted commas.
Exactly, yeah. So, how often do you roll around here? I hear that every fucking day, you little bitch. like I'm not to cast aspersions on this Lana lady, but if a half-pint man just kind of bumps into you on the boardwalk, you're not going to go, oh, let's just have a sit down, nice quiet conversation. It's like I would probably punt him into the sea. Like she's clearly got the height for it. She might as well. It'd be funny.
Nah, she's just invited him to the mud wrestling.
Of course she does. I suppose she sees a good mark. She knows an easy mark when she sees one, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just seeing this clammy guy in a white suit grumble over to you on skates going, I wonder if Netflix, can I get $500 out of him? Yes, I can. Just saying that Lana would probably make very much clean up now with an OnlyFans page.
Yeah, exactly. She wouldn't even be bothering with the fucking
roller skates. It's like, it's just so much easier now with OnlyFans. I don't have to get like intercepted on the boardwalk by strange men.
Yeah.
They just send me DMs like everyone else. So now that we've booked Alana for the main event later on tonight, we can get our camera back and get on with our actual mission. Professional voyeurism. Yeah, I only had them on for about 5 minutes, but yet somehow I made them even more clammy. And now we can get back to the Trap Casino and get a front row seat for the action. The very dirty, hard to clean action. It probably goes to show you how well the scouting department was in the porn production company, that they were able to just pick up on everyone's niche nice and quickly, so we can make our job a whole lot easier.
Well, that's their job, you know, is to pick up on everybody's particular fetish, you know.
That's true, yeah.
They are in the business of fetish spotting, you know.
Good point. And they did have a lot of tapes, so like you can imagine if those are the top three, imagine the fucking bottom three.
Oh shit! Like,
so I like rubbing myself in PVC. Yeah, we're gonna skip you, I think. And everyone in that category.
Yeah.
So
guy walks in with like 25 tins of beans and just starts like, next security.
Say what's your poison? Wool. Nope, gone. Move on. Next. Just one guy really sad, just like rubbing balloons on himself, just shuffling away like a disappointed clown.
Doesn't even use any kind of static electricity thing. He just rubs the balloons on himself.
That's it, yeah. Sure, at that point you're already half gone as it is. Like, what's even the point at that stage? Now, so this is where we needed the extra money for, because if you just watch it's just your regulation $20. But if you want to actually get involved, that's when you have to pay the extra money. It's all about that money. So, thank you for the money, but I'm not actually the bouncer. I'm just a big guy in a waistcoat.
Wallet inspector.
You actually should have talked to that guy over there. He's the bouncer. I've actually been scamming people here all night.
Mm-hmm.
That is quite a leap to clear about a 5 foot rope. That's pretty good. Then again, going by Larry's height, he is about 7'5", so you know.
Yeah.
So this is where I misinterpreted the minigame here, because apparently as part of this grappling minigame, I have to grab the miscellaneous these things around the arena.
Oh, they voice acted this part.
They did, yeah, yeah. Because clearly this was the gameplay we needed. And that is watch every marionette in the country watch this happening at ringside.
Now it's turned into a dogging show.
Yeah. God, I hate when this happens. Oh, I hate when this happens.
Bucephalus?
Yeah, that's what he calls it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Also,
because
the fucking moron threw away his jacket, which had the camera in it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, unless the camcorder was taped somewhere else, if that's the case, I really don't want to know. It's that's very much a case with the lawyers now at this stage. So hundreds of men thinking, "Well, I'm glad I didn't pay for the $500," whereas one guy who grabbed her gown is just huffing it into an early grave.
Because you know that it absolutely happened.
Of course it is, absolutely. I mean, it's the closest that guy was ever going to get to her. So
Yeah, that's true.
You take little victories, Neil. You know. Well, the whole exchange only lasted 1 minute and 26 seconds. I'm going to say, Larry, you're efficient, but that's a bit embarrassing. Can I summon you a limousine, sir? Yes, my face is this small. I had an accident, you see. I was put in the presser. Yep, there. As you said, Neil. Yeah, Dorman always gets the balance of whatever you leave behind because the money in this the casino money is completely worthless. So well done, Larry 5. You actually predicted crypto.
They are pointing out that everything's the same fucking background for the 19th fucking time. Like, point it out once or twice. Don't keep going, man. Just repetition is the fucking enemy of comedy, man.
I think Sierra is the enemy of comedy at this stage. Meanwhile, in the Republican Party, God, this is like, I can't actually tell what's more disturbing: the fact that Ant McParlin is there on the left, or the man violently manspreading in the background. Like, geez, if he spreads any further, his balls might actually fall out of his trousers.
I dare say this one donation will enable us to now succeed, but we've been up to do far.
Where exactly do you get a yellow suit jacket in this day and age? My God.
That is loud.
Not even loud. It's actually just disrespectful. Like Sense and Sensibilities here, people. Like, this is 1991 now, for God's sake. This is the 80s.
There are no strings attached. Do it as you will, but you expect to see positive benefits immediately. That's a string, pal.
That's one rather big fucking string, yeah.
There's no strings attached, but just do it quickly. What?
We're kind of in a rush about this, but no panic. No panic. We are in a rush about it, though. Take your time.
But if you blow past the deadline, we will have you killed.
That is how it goes, my friend. We will ironically cane you.
Look at that. He fully intends to see you live up to your side of the bargain, if you get my drift. Then these are strings. These are all strings. This is not a no strings attached deal.
If you know what I mean, he's going to butcher you horribly. You catch my drift, fella? You get what I'm saying here? It was like, no, actually. Would you like to spell that out in more agonizing detail, please? It was like, okay, we're representing organized crime, and I am a criminal. Yes, I know the yellow suit jacket kind of gave it away. I know, all right? Just get off my fucking back with the jacket.
It's the only one I can hide a double barrel shotgun in.
Only a jacket so loud can hide such massive a bulge.
Mm-hmm.
So now our journey is done in Atlantic City. So we have only one stop left in, and that is in Miami. So And this is our last bit of copy protection, where we basically unlock disc 3 of this magical adventure, and we'll be well under our way.
And by the way, by disc 3, Jonathan means chapter 3, because this game came on 8 discs.
I did. Yeah, and I was being very facetious there.
8 3.5-inch floppies.
Mm-hmm. Which is to scale.
Yeah, to scale there, I was about to say. After the scene we've just gone through.
Oh boy. But yes, it is very much a rinse and repeat situation here, because like again, we also have the charger camera up for the next fucking encounter. You know, like I'd like to think you probably would get away with like 3 tapes on the 1 battery, but I wouldn't trust this game to let us away with that. You know?
Yeah, well, because one of the main criticisms that was leveled at this game was that it's actually too easy in comparison to most Sierra games, because there's no death sequences, and the game can only be made unwinnable on like 2 really rare occasions, and that's one of them is like, you know, not using the fucking taxi numbers, and the other one is involving Patti not picking. If you don't pick up the discs before you leave the room, in the room where they're put in front of you and you're specifically told to pick them up, you actually don't leave. You can't actually come back to that, so you have inherently soft locked the game. But I think that's actually kind of like a glitch, in that they generally probably did not foresee somebody being so stupid to not pick up the quest items that were put right in front of them and that they were told to pick up. But other than that, there's no real unwinnable situation. Like, this is no Sierra shit, like as in you're given 2 food items, but you have to keep one of them to feed to a griffin or to a giant eagle that you need to save your fucking life later on. And, you know, it has to be the meat, because you'll actually only eat half of it, but there's nothing to indicate that, and all this shit. Like, there's none of that bollocks.
Yeah. It is a refreshing change of pace into just like, instead of just like your usual Sierra buffoonery, it's a bit of the mundanity of like the police quest game, the first one, where you couldn't like blink correctly or you'd lose your license.
They've had to do all this padding out that we were complaining about earlier, because there's no real puzzle. It's not a complicated adventure game. So Allo it's been designed more like a sort of interactive cartoon, if anything. So that was just it, but like that was one of the major complaints leveled at this game, was that there was just no challenge to anything. You even said it before, like, it's not difficult, it's just there's 4 slot machines, only one of them works, pull all 4 handles. There's 4 fucking cell phones, there's 4 payphones, only one of them works, try all of them. Like, that's just pretty much it, you know.
But like I said, like the only actual like genuine gameplay that like the padding is evident enough from like shit like this, and the slots is the most like egregious of them all. And then this really annoys the fuck out of me as well. Is that I'm trying to plug the camcorder out. I think I'm clicking the camera, but it's still charging the dock. And of course, Larry, being the idiot that he is saying, "Oh, I'm trying to plug it out myself." In the mains, it's like, just, dude, you know what I'm trying to do here, like, you know. Like, at this stage, I'm hoping that I might be able to just actually kill the man himself just by like electrocuting him enough. So yeah, that's an adequate summary of the game. Like, it almost feels like it's too easy for a Sierra game, you know, kind of way. Like it's like people were like in the office were kind of responding to people playing like games from different places, and you know, saying, "Oh, well, like the Sierra games are just inherently unfair. They're not programmed with the player in mind." So like someone just went, "Okay, well, let's just make a game that's just unbearably easy, and there is no gameplay. You want to hold your hand over the whole thing." And this is kind of one of them that came from it. Like, we have more on the way, so I'll be intrigued to see if they kind of follow the same suit, or is it just Allo trying to be a little contrarian, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just there was a lot of complaints about the third game, hence why there's no fourth game.
Yes.
And so that's why he said that like there'd never be a fourth game and just made the fifth one. But yeah, it's funny. There's like it gets mixed. I think we actually destroy it in one of the space quests. Actually, being like a temporal paradox by destroying the game.
Nice.
I can't remember which space quest, or even if it is a space. I think it is a space quest. But in any case, it's in one of the other Sierra games that that game gets destroyed. But yeah, that's just it's seemingly like they've just gone in the total opposite direction because number 3 was like fucking ridiculous at quite a number of points, and so they just went right. Well, we'll ease off on the challenge, and then it was like, no, we've to ease it all the way off. There's absolutely no challenge. It's, as I said before, it's basically an interactive cartoon.
because clearly there was such a remit for a legendary movie that, like, why don't we just like do it in game form? It's practically the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what is Larry the Menace? Oh, of course, a rock concert at the Taj Mahal. Remark me if I don't think that's even the most ridiculous dream he's had in this game so far.
If anything, it's the most grounded one.
Yeah. So, as the game implies, we are switching back to Patti now for this next one. So now we're at our second assignment. In regards to our goal to rid rap music of its subversive content. But of course, we are working for the federal government, so clearly they have a vested interest in this. You know, the moral fiber of their children is a top priority for the FBI, as we all know. Common knowledge, actually.
Even be the worst thing the FBI have done to black people. Like,
it ranks about 10th, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, it's not even on the top 10, pal.
No,
it's not even on the top 10. So yeah, so apparently the K-Rap have been backmasking their records.
Yes,
which is where if you put a reverse track onto a record, so if you play it backwards, you can hear something. Which is an old vinyl kind of trick. So yeah, that's where we're going in to find evidence of that.
Yep, and yeah, that's exactly what we're doing, because like our previous quest was to, of course, confront the heinous evil that is Reverse Biaz, get him drunk, get his trade secrets revealed, and ruin a man's career. And thankfully, our Game Boy told us how to open the door, so we're in immediately. As you can see, the absolute hack of 1990 off this entire room.
The absolute banging 90 off of it.
Like, I think you've actually taken most of the assets from the Saved by the Bell intro and put it in this office.
It does actually look like we're walking through the Saved by the Bell intro.
Doesn't it? Like, this is like, I'm waiting this fucking Skeeter to come in now and just like peddle more of his own porn. But of course he won't now because he's dead.
Aww. Why did you say that? Fucking hell.
What? So what I said, you went, no.
Fucking hell.
Sympathy. You're getting soft in your old age, man, I'm telling you. Feeling sorry for a fucking Saved by the Bell character.
He's not a character, he's a real person.
What? Since when?
Since he fucking died.
Oh, that's how it works, is it? When you suddenly die, the curse is lifted and you're no longer tied to the works you were involved in.
Of course, holy shit.
Fuck me. So you're saying that Alan Rickman wasn't just a noselet or a greasy-haired like custodian of a wizard school, or also a megalomaniac German like holding hostages on top of a massive plaza?
I much quite liked him in the second. The latter version was quite good for me.
Okay, that's fine. Now, I have a bone to pick with this game when it comes to codes, right? So, we mentioned before in the playthrough that all the codes in this are actually randomized, which basically prevents you from save scumming a little bit. And while I respect Legends of Larry actively trying to stop me from doing that, we also had to have a conversation about visual language, because it's given me a code for a room. It's going to be downstairs, right? And there's 2 doors, right? There's clearly a door labeled for the place I want to go. I try and use that code and it doesn't fucking work, which leads me on a fucking 15-minute goose chase, convinced that I'm either softlock myself or the code is randomly generating around me so that I can't fucking enter it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I wanted to preempt my my initial rage about this, about the situation. Oh, I hate when that happens. So
that's actually really bad, because you know, photographic like printer toner is carcinogenic.
Yes.
She's covered head to toe in this shit. She's almost definitely inhaled quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs an oncologist, like fucking
right now. As opposed to kind of walking around going, oh well, I guess this is being
let's hope the FBI have got some bomb ass healthcare coverage, because she gonna need it.
I mean, she actually looks like she's been charred to a fucking crisp. Like,
she does actually look like she's been like charcoal broiled. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit! Like. Yes, I realised that I photocopied the evidence without actually looking at it myself. And again, we're seeing more about this Julius character that we've been hearing so much about. I wonder, will this come into play towards the end of the game? He asks, rhetorically. Foreign. Again, just the text just keeps coming every now and then going, foreign.
You are watching fun.
You are watching foreign music. I like foreign music. Now it's time for human music. Yes. So now that we have secured this massive GDPR violation and copied confidential documents, I suppose we better deal with the whole, like, you know, ink all over the body situation that's rotting away our skin. That is a kind of an ever-evolving situation at the moment, you think?
Yeah, because she is breaking and entering right now, and she's covered in ink.
Yes.
That's going to leave a trail.
It is. Yeah, no doubt about that. You'd like to think whoever is in this office, John Crapper, will probably notice the fact that his toner has fucking exploded all over his walls. Completely unsolicited, I should say. Unless he's used to things exploding unsolicited in his room. So, now we have his bathroom, so yeah, there you go. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep, completely.
Oh, but it wasn't a shower at all.
Naked adventure. Hang on, wait a minute. Why'd she take off her clothes? Her clothes were covered in toner as well.
Yeah.
Right, granted, you wouldn't be able to dry them, but you're not going to put on filthy ink-stained clothes.
No, you're not.
Fucking washed it all off. Embarrassed. Oh my fucking
embarrassed.
This is a boomer joke book. Also, if this thing was disguised as a shower, it's not really much of a secret elevator. Fuck.
If it's down the back of the fucking building, yeah.
I can see it.
Maybe it is actually just a trap to ensnare naked women into being exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And now here comes the problematic content.
The word problematic has to do quite a bit of work.
It really fucking does. Like, honest to fucking God. Like, in the space of, like, what? Like, in this game, Patti gets fucking mutilated by the FBI and is, by circumstance, forced to do blackface. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this game? Like, there's a difference between boomer comedy and just, like, being, like, fucking Bernard Manning. Like, there's such a difference. Like, fucking Jim Davidson is on the floor playing this fucking game going, ha! Stick it to those fucking foreign bastards!
Did he program the fucking auto subtitles?
Probably. I mean, I don't think so, because the art actually coming across in actual English rather than just, like, jumbled caveman noises that he normally says, so...
I don't know, how do you subtitle Knuckle Dragon?
Great difficulty, I would say. And of course, this is where the problem is because, yeah, you're stuck down here. You can't go back up, so if you forget the code, you are doomed. So yes, so I thought that the code was pertaining to this door right here in the center of the screen. But no, you just turn right and there the fucking door is. So yeah, we're going to have a serious talk.
Level design.
About fucking everything. Everything about this level is wrong on a fundamental level. Well, yeah, not get caught. Look at us. We're in the perfect fucking disguise, apparently. So yes, we are exactly where we need to be here, but this is obviously after taking a few attempts, so don't act shocked if you notice the code is completely different to what you saw a couple of minutes ago. And away we go. That shaking the mouse there was my my minutes of frustration having to deal with this fucking game.
The visual representation of the scream he let out. Fuck.
So now this is us now having to try and work out how to get what we need. Oh, look, we just had to pick up with just a tape from a shelf. That works out, doesn't it? Now, you might be wondering, is there some sort of intricate puzzle that we need to do to find the backtracking on this vinyl? No, we just put the thing on the thing, click a few sliders, and we're done. As you said, this game is obscenely easy in places. Apparently the game is actually trying to figure out, like, what's around in the kind of, like, very muddled up graphics, you know? Because, like, I don't know if this comes across a lot in this game, but they haven't done that kind of traditional point and click game, especially in old games, where, like, if there's something you can interact with, it is very clearly, like, designed above the background. You can kind of see it stand out. There's not much of that in this game, really. So, like, if you need something, it is kind of like in the background, and you have to actually get it, you know. So again, I thought there was an actual puzzle to this, in the sense where, like, okay, you have to, like, kind of change volumes and try and be sneaky about it. But no, they just keep pressing the same part at the desk every single time, and it just does it automatically. It's like, were you just too lazy to program in sliders? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Nah, they're buttons. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. That's all production is.
It's just such nonsense. And listen to that. Oh, now we're having a conversation here. Two Lights School, you are officially on the record. Please do not swear. It sounds better in court. Oh no, we have been spotted. And clearly the problem he has with all of this is that we're recording on his time. As opposed to, well, Patti. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yes, that mic stand has blocked our door.
Yeah.
Oh no.
A heavy microphone stand. What the fuck is that mic stand made out of? Depleted uranium?
Incidentally, like, it's still a cylindrical object. You can just still open the door and just squeeze through. Again, no challenge there. We know what the code is just by looking at PC Hammer. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, now can you get out of this room? Probably yes.
Pardon.
I'm not gonna lie, the actual captions aren't a lot to this game.
They're certainly funnier than a lot of the content.
Yeah, that is very true. And Farley's problematic too. See. Just Bart Simpson with his cue of megaphones. Testing. Majestic as ever. Just being able to just shimmy through all that broken glass, completely unscathed. PC Hammer just coming up on the elevator going, oh, whose dress is this? Anyway, moving on. I'll just leave everything here. No gameplay there either. Just this is all just stealthily done off screen.
Yeah.
And we just happen to be able to clean ourselves in the limo. So that works out.
There was a fish tank there, you know?
The fish tank should be coloured black then in that case. It's just the goldfish is just choking on fucking black ink. Oh, funny. That's nice. Wow, this that Patty's life is just like a hurricane, isn't it? Just it's crazy how it goes for her.
She got really weird dreams.
She does, doesn't she? Just a lot of money fantasies. It's almost like she's motivated by one thing in particular. But I don't know. Perhaps I'm reading too much into this deep lore of the Leisure Suit Larry games, you know? Again, this shows how much of a simp Larry is that she's dreaming of Patti charming someone else's snake. Oh, who did I make a mess on the plane again? Oh, I'm so silly. Sorry, I have an erection. That's what happened there.
Holy lack sorry, I was just having a fantasy where I was the sidekick.
To his snake.
Holy lack of self-esteem, Batman.
I now want to live in a world where Adam West voices Leisure Suit Larry. You can't tell me that would not vastly improve this game.
It would, but then what wouldn't that improve?
True. It's like, hi, hello there, Lana. Would you like to go mud wrestling with me? I can't help but notice that you're sweating a lot on your shoulders. I can help you with that if you want. And yes, this is also this is where it gets very difficult now, Neil, because you have to remember 2 phone numbers, not just the one. You can tell this is the final level of Leisure Suit Larry. I did like you can actually tell where you are based on where the ads are because they are just so accurate to the part of the world we're in, you know. Really, it's really all part of that advanced world building that Sierra is known for, you know. And how convenient. There's 2 quarters here. Now, again, this is, I think, where you could have been boned because seeing that the cigarette machine is there using the outlets, if you didn't charge up in Atlantic City, you would be kind of screwed here, wouldn't you? Because you wouldn't be able to actually charge your camera up.
Well, maybe you can just get the quarters and then unplug it.
I would assume so. Otherwise, I think Larry would be ticking up to just keep getting himself electrocuted. Considering that happens quite a bit with his own machinery, like. No, blind too old. So yes, not only do we have to hire a taxi, but we also have to get some green cards up in here as well, because that will be important to the plot. Again, just what is the point of having one payphone out of 4 work? Like, genuinely, like, I'm baffled as to what the point of that is.
You've copy pasted the models and the pixels for it. Just copy paste the fucking working code to make them working fucking phones.
Yeah. Like, I presume the joke is that like all these like kind of like shitty airports only have like one working phone. I get that. Like, we've all watched fucking Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. We don't have to have the fucking full John Candy routine. All right, like we get this. You don't have to do this every single time. And away he goes. Oh well, this actually works. The captions actually translated the garbled noise there, Neil. It said foreign.
Foreign.
Foreign. The green card hidden in the bin. How stealthily of them. There's the Miami sign there, done in MS Paint. If you like pain. How bamboozled do you think that fish is having to switch from limousine to limousine throughout these games?
Well, so bamboozled that its eyes are like yo-yoing up and down.
To be fair, it has ingested a lot of black ink.
Yes. The toner is working its way into its central nervous system as we speak.
Indeed. Best thing for it, really, you know? I have literally just saved game. Stop asking me this every single time. It doesn't really put you off a dentist, but like just a giant spinning molar, doesn't it? Like, that's someone who's taken too much pleasure in their job.
Because if people don't know what teeth look like.
In America, I'd actually believe that. Like, oh, that's what one of them is. I thought that was a popcorn. And then there's just like toothpaste spruge all over the floor as well. That's just unpleasant.
There's no need to fucking knock on the glass. She was there. Just wait at her, you daft bastard.
Now, I just believe that like she's just annoying the little man now at this stage. All right, let's see if we get this right. This is obviously a very tough quiz that you haven't got right the first time.
Very much so, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Larry will try anything once, to be fair. And indeed, over the years, he has. Have you ever heard of AIDS? Like, what? Grand, so we can just come back in 9 months' time. That's cool. So, the clue was there that we need to come back if there's an emergency. If you ever need to, we can avail the phone if we need to, which we do not. Now, so again, the trick here is to try and make it look like we need an emergency dental surgery. Maybe it's just a nice doily game. Why are you judging us like this? Like, why not, man? There we go. Now we look like more of an idiot than normal. Let's see how you're good at your best pain acting, Larry. Gently on the textured sliding glass window.
Look at those weird green dead eyes.
Yeah. Like, you can tell she's actually taking the lidocaine herself, can't you? The door swooshes open and Larry enters the dental chamber. Well, it's either you die of heart disease, Larry. Like, dealer's choice, you know?
Toss a coin. Yay.
Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of dentists myself, but they do serve a very tactile purpose. Wow, how convenient. The third woman on her shortlist is here. So it's the same deal as last time. We're going to set our camera up and get the show on the road. And then we get perhaps one of the nichest genres on Pornhub, dentist porn. And yes, this is actually part of the solution. Part. Let nobody ever tell you that video games are ever sleazy, because this is just gets rid of that notion completely. Yeah, you shouldn't. Maybe not just say that after being like sexually harassed. Oh, she winked. Never mind. Apparently, as icebreakers go, that's apparently
that's
Larry's.
one hell of an icebreaker.
Yeah, it's just like button. Sorry, I didn't grow up in the 1950s, Larry. So, third topic of conversation. Wow, I should actually tell you, I'm actually an illegal immigrant.
Undocumented worker. You guess you are.
She didn't read up on it. She just started walking north, and she ended up in Miami, which is weird considering she came from Brazil. So this is what we needed the green card for. So now we've done her a favor and got ourselves some would-be citizenship. Yeah, that'd be nice. Hey, you can move to Central California now because Miami's a little bit racist, isn't it? Just a small amount.
Oh, no, why was her being an immigrant stopping her from going to California? Like, it's not as if she needs a passport to go from fucking Miami to California.
I get the feeling she wasn't the sharpest like tool in the dental box, you know? Oh, but obviously we're gonna go straight down to the gymnastics studio.
I'm gonna do it in a chair.
Well, that's fair. And now this is where things get really niche.
We're long past butt stuff.
Yeah. Now we're into spring stuff. Now, I'm no expert in aerodynamics here, but I just can't see how this is going to work. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's fair. Like, at which point is this like a weird sexual act, and at which point is it just showing off?
I think both the same.
Probably about the same, really. Like, Jesus, this is what she does for a green card. Like,
imagine what she'll do when she's not being coerced.
exactly. But it's okay. Small pervert man, got hit in the balls. Therefore, all is well in the world. The grand irony of this is considering that, like, in the third game, we, like, played for half an hour to get ourselves to become a bronze Adonis. All for this to become to not again. You already have been in shape, Larry. You've been through this. What happened to that journey of self-discovery to get yourself a new woman in the last game? No, apparently no one liked that game, so, oh well. So yeah, that's our mission done. And now we have to call ourselves a limo. Now the trouble is, I forgot the number. So remember that thing you've been calling out since the start of the game where, like, you have to be a fucking idiot to forget that number? Yeah, well, I did, Neil, okay? I forgot the number, alright? Can a man not be allowed to forget a taxi number in this day and age? Do you have to be so harsh on us like this? And there's enough, like, there's actually no, like, reference to, like, the taxi service in the office. So if you don't remember it, you're fucked. You're stuck here in very much someone else's personal hell. Larry just hides through the pain, realizing that he that he can't fucking that he has no chance in fucking getting through this level again. So yes, I do indeed have to do this all again. But either way. Anyway, this part's gonna get cut out because I forgot. I think I did my editing a little bit wrong. But normal service review in about 30 seconds. I thought the cut wrong there. That was a bit weird. No, I don't normally. I'm quite good at this. There we go. Now we're back to normal.
Yay!
Yay! Now, so yes, alas, I do actually get the number this time. And we can move on with our adventure. We're now, exciting enough, Neil, we're now into the end game of this whole very pointless exercise. And remarkably enough, the game just plays itself for the next half an hour. Like, I only do one thing in the next 30 minutes of this playthrough, and that's it. Everything else is all basically one giant cutscene. Which means, like, I'm easy. I don't mind. I mean, I've played enough of this tragedy to last a lifetime. But if I was playing full price for this back in the day, I'd feel a little bit shortchanged. I'll be honest. But unfortunately, this will be the last time we get to see the goldfish. Who I think, maybe you might agree with me here, Neil. As a fan of subtle characters in video games, the goldfish I think is actually one of the better ones out there. Very underrated.
Can you tell Al doesn't think much of politics?
Again, I feel like the mission statement of this game was to laugh at the federal government, which in a game that's essentially softcore porn is a bit of a tough ask, I'll be honest. Like, it's kind of hard to fit that into the whole narrative of, voyeuristic behavior, I've already noticed the shifty-eyed guy now in the edits. Like that, is he okay?
I just smoked a whole bunch of crack.
That's why I'm wearing the pink shirt.
It enhances the crack. It hits harder when you wear pink.
It is. The brighter color, the better. I know a guy who had a yellow suit jacket. We don't talk about the guy anymore, right? He does not exist. Deal. Like, I have to say, like, the graphics in this game are actually such a massive improvement on what they were. I mean, the definition on Larry's ball spot there is just absolutely tremendous. Like, every strand is in perfect position, absolutely untouched. So now we get our put our card in one last time, and we get presumably I think we either go back to base or to Washington. I can't remember where we go actually, but I'm sure it ultimately doesn't really matter. So once we have our 3 tapes, we're pretty much done.
Yeah, that's mission accomplished. That's what we're here for.
Indeed. And Patty's work is done as well. So she apparently will get her just desserts and get her apparently her booking in the White House, which is, I guess, a good way to end her story. This is me trying to take the tape out of the fucking camcorder. But no matter, it'll stay there.
Didn't subtitle that one.
No, there's actually no point. It was very clear. Something to do with please buy stock in Sierra. We're running out of money, or something along those lines. It's actually Al Lowe saying in kind of like a garbled speak. This is what you get when you criticize me.
This is what you get when you fuck a stranger in the ass. Do you see what you get when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
Sorry, I thought you were saying find a stranger in the Alps. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And now we go back to the flooded landscape of the East Coast and head back home to rewatch our tapes of absolute disgusting human rights violations. And all the while Larry is pondering about where his life did go wrong. Perhaps it was that time in high school where he got rejected by every woman because of his height.
And
Or is
general
it because...
ugliness.
No, I did. My second point was, or maybe it was a time where he just ended up being so ugly. Leisure Suit Bogey. Oh dear. I don't know if this comes across in it, but I think Al Lowe's favorite movie is Casablanca. I don't know if that comes across at all in this this playthrough. Here's looking at you, kid.
Ingrid, Patti.
Yeah.
We'll always have not tonight.
Marshy. Well, that was a weird flashback we were both having. Let's just pretend it never happened. Incidentally, why exactly did we meet in the same alleyway that we met the first time? Budget constraints. No, that seems fair. Moving on.
Yeah, for a while there I was really stumped. He pushed the mic stand in front of the fucking door and I had to smash a window.
You know, Patti, you could have just opened the door. Mic stands are cylindrical. You could have squeezed past. No. I definitely had to shout. I definitely had to shout my way out of that room. You know what? I will not deny that you had to do that. Again, much to the point, like I know, like in, like someone who's like making a game would say, if they didn't, if they're like thinking one way, they'd say, oh yeah, of course, like Patti would have to explain all this to this character who doesn't know what's going on. Whereas it's the video game, we know what's going on. You can skip this part. We don't have to hear this again, over again. We kind of played it, you know. But yes, this is just a recap for the plot in case anyone was missing. You know, it happened like an hour ago, so really it's your fault if you weren't paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. I love rapid fire plot recaps of a plot that's just happened year.
Like, you do a plot recap before like the end game, before you get to the final boss, and you might do like a little pop quiz to see if you're
quite a bit more of the game left to go, like.
But as I said, the rest is unplayable. Like, you actually have nothing to do at this point. You're done. You literally are like, you will be asked prompted to do one thing and one thing only in about 15 minutes, and then that's it. The game is done. Like, you can practically put the kettle on at this stage. Yeah, our men are so stupid they wouldn't even thought of the idea of getting some guy drunk and pass out. That says more about our men than anything else, really. We've lost a lot of agents recently. I think it has something to do with vaporizing them with tit guns.
She didn't even actually use any of the fucking gadgets that they were talking about.
No. She still has the hooter cannon. The hooter spooter, as they call it.
Yeah.
And the least said about that photocopier, the better. Really, because there seems to be some sort of blotches in your skin, Paddy. Something like seemingly some sort of ink stain. Is that it? No, total coincidence.
No, that's actually it's skin cancer from ink. Ironically.
They look very similar. Yes. But unfortunately, you're not insured, so you're gonna have to deal with that yourself. Yep, yeah, this is dragging on, isn't it?
Yeah, this recap was really, really unnecessary.
So half the game was unnecessary. Let's be honest.
This was totally unnecessary. The entire game series was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I mean, I can see why you didn't make a legend. How drama, calamity, shenanigans.
Oh, the plane's about to crash.
Oh no! Finally, something interesting is happening. Again, the plane is crashing. It's hurtling towards the Earth.
You're gonna talk this time I looked out of shagging a red head in high school.
Yeah. Like, let's kill the tension straight away. Make this absolutely no no pomp and circumstance at all. Let's be honest, lads. I don't think it'd actually be that much of a shame if Larry did die in a plane crash, really. I mean, it means we're kind of left with a nicer protagonist who wouldn't take advantage of women. Think of it that way. If we just took the redheads off her. Yeah, so I can't wait to play the Larry origin story that clearly is going to be in development by Sierra soon. It's pretty much just the same story as Joker, but just more like Norks.
Yeah. So here we have they've announced that could anybody had flight experience come to the cockpit, and he said, I used to sell flight simulation software.
Yes. Which is a subtle hint to Microsoft Flight Simulator, if I'm not mistaken, because some of the team worked on that. Am I right in saying?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That could be true. That could be true. I actually don't know.
Allow me to consult the Oracle. Either that or just their favorite game is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, it was technically on the IBM, so it was competing with Sierra for a while, as daft as it sounds. So this is all the crazy fucking graphics you're seeing at the moment is what happens when you're playing some of these old games on new PCs, because the processor capped animations are now at fucking super speed.
Yeah.
Thankfully, as you said, there's no death, so there's no chance of it ending early on us, but still, fucking hell. Hey, from what I can tell here, Sierra and Flight Simulator have no relations, so that is just a joke. That's a shame, isn't it? I was kind of hoping that'd be true.
Yeah, because that's exactly not what autopilot does on a plane.
No, it really does. I'm kind of expecting them to do the same joke from Airplane, where just they have an auto-inflated pilot, but I suppose they couldn't afford Leslie Nielsen for that occasion.
You ever see a grown man naked?
Tell me, Timmy. Sit in the cockpit right here in my lap. Pulled out. Get it? I will say, actually, the technological advance of making all the planes out of rubber was actually a really good call by by most major airlines. It just means that you don't get any more major incidents like this. You just bounce off everything in sight. It's what happens when flubber actually does get developed into an industrial substance. Surely you'll gain the respect you deserve. You realize who say it to them, like, no, yeah. So imagine your life has been saved by a really clammy, like, pervert. Like, I think I'd rather have just stayed dead. I think. Like, I know, Sierra do this all the time, but I'm nearly sure half of these characters are recycled from old games. Like, I'm nearly sure there's that guy there with the mustache on the right hand side is actually from Quest for Glory 2. Like, I think he's right at the end, and I think a few others are just reused assets as well, because they're also very pixelated. Larry under the intense studio lights and the camera in action just couldn't resist himself, and he sees a female reporter and he just immediately lunges at her. Thus ends the ballad of Leisure Suit Larry. Excuse me, all these people. I just had to take a call from the president, if you don't mind me. Just, so, son, this is President Williams. Although we can clearly tell that's supposed to be a facsimile, very bad facsimile, might I add, of H.W. Bush. Again, cutting on that strong vein of political satire this game was aiming for.
Like, what's the point of all of this?
I don't know. I absolutely do not fucking know.
Like, none of this advances the plot, like, at all.
Well, it does. It does get Larry to the White House. That's kind of the point of all this. That's literally the only reason for this, the whole plane crash saving. Again, we had no say in that. I didn't do a fucking thing there. That was all cutscene. Like, I did very fucking little. I pressed like 2 things and that was it. Like, that's, and again, because there's no death, I don't think there's actually any panic in doing so. Like, if this is supposed to be taking the piss out of President Bush, I was too young for this shit. Just move on, please. I don't know, I think a Tuesday's a nice day for a Hero of the Week dinner. Breaks up the week a bit, Basically walk in as a banker going, oh, and what did you do? You saved a lot of orphans from a fire. That's good. Yeah, that's the 5th one this month. That's great. Well done, you. Any other orphan saving people in the room? Just I can get all of these done in one go? No? Grant, I'm going to just start a war in the Middle East. Alright, bye. Bye, 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 bye. I mean, shame on the president for not wanting to meet Leisure Suit Larry, national hero. Larry, I'm contractually obliged to say, as the president, that you have done a good job. Bye. Oh, funny. But speaking of live music, and so it ends. So now this is where our two main characters meet once more after such a long time away. Rubber, 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 rubber. I don't want to alarm you, Neil, but there's a very Donald Trump looking person
I
on the
did see
left-hand
that
side
there. I
there.
did see that there now.
He's got very fidgety hands. For some reason, he thinks he's on the main table, which again is kind of appropriate. Like, also, there's like one of the like female characters has like just two white dots for eyes and is staring right into my soul. It's like a fucking creepypasta. Like, it's just staring right there. You know the thing, it's a good thing Larry didn't dress up for this special occasion and go to the White House. He just still in the same fucking clothes that he was in last time. Oh, how wonderful! It's really romantic. Oh, Larry, how is it that we meet each other here in the Oval Room of the White House in front of the Vice President? Patti, of course, not interested in telling us the plot of Letters to Larry 4 because it is genuinely too boring. So, Patti, how would you like to see this beautiful rubbery face one more time? I would love to, Larry. You're so wealthy. Hey, my name is Inspector Desmond, not Inspector Third Wheel. I know where I'm not needed. Now, I can't help but notice that there's two chairs on the main table for three people. This is gonna go well. The soulless stare of the woman beside Donald Trump there is just very much a come and get me plea, isn't it? Just I can feel her distress from having to sit beside the clammy fucker. A Secret Service man who appears to be Johnny Bravo. Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's like, wow, he's hyper deformed. Look at the guy bottom right. He's just face down.
That's Secretary of State, actually. Yeah.
The guy over the far left seems terrified to be there.
He's hiding under the. It's either a child or he's hiding under the table to away from glaring eyes. I'm nearly sure the guy like beside the child in the bottom left there, I think is actually one of the game designers because I think he threw himself into the SpaceQuest game as well. Mike something or other. I want to say Mike Crow, but I could be wrong. Now, what's this guy chatting to us about? Where have we seen the name Mr. Big before, Neil? I recognise those sentient eyebrows. That's right, Patti. Smile through the pain. It'll be over soon. The hilarious thing is that this is still ongoing. This is actually the one thing that Larry got right. Is that there's certain parts of America that think that it was better in the 50s, where men were men and women had no rights.
Yeah.
And if you're white, well done you. If you weren't, oh, bad luck. Back to your own country, sir.
Bad luck you.
Bad luck you. You know you should work on that. Corporate leader. Yes, that's one way to describe it, I suppose.
Wow, she introduces herself as passionate Patti. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's like Sergeant Drevin. I just want to draw attention that his hands are so big. Like he has the actual the King Charles hands, just massive little sausage fingers. He's really good to look at. What is it about this melody that just seems to throw Patti off? With her ear for music, you think she'd just want to be, some casting aspersions on this person. Oh, there's a plot twist.
But he's offering her the fucking role that
Larry's been hunting for this whole time.
That he's been driving across the American states harassing women. Oh, not flying across the American states, not driving. Fucking hell. Oh, he has been driving.
Like, in fairness, like, I would say that this is unfair on Larry, but he has been getting something out of it, so, you know.
Julius Big.
Dun, dun, dun. Klaxon. The plot klaxon has gone off, folks. The one plot twist in this game has happened. We can all now stop pretending to to interest. Yes, well done, Larry. You're very smart.
So he was listening in the entire fucking time.
Oh yeah. Well, you think Larry Larry's a possessive man. Of course he's gonna be listening into his Patti's conversations.
Oh, fucking seat away. What?
Burn.
He was humming the theme track to Leisure Suit Larry 4. Oh god.
Oh no. Are we really doing this, guys? Are we really going down this road? And we're not going to explain how Larry got the amnesia, except for just, I presume, a bump to the head. Of course, this could all be just a total coincidence, because
even
surely...
it describes this entire game.
Yeah.
Like, so that... Could have gone into the White House.
Yeah. He's big. No one was going to fucking check in.
Why did he say, "I'll save you, sir"?
He's saving the vice president.
Oh, we finally actually get to use that.
Yeah. Shooter, activate! Boom. Not a bonus of the Hooter Shooter. Turns him monochrome. Good to know.
Hey, he survived that?
Yeah.
That vaporized the lab technician.
I think it was well, he survived it, and the vice president survived being pied. So hey, win-win.
Fucking hell.
To be fair, it does look like Julius has been shrunk a little bit. So maybe because he's just that big, he's actually absorbed the laser shots twice.
Just sank into him like he was the T-1000.
Yeah, exactly.
David.
And that's the end of the game.
Fuck.
Power. That's it. Please don't ask questions about my work. You lose that final bit of respect that you had for me.
I don't know, they're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
What? Future Together, you hear about the short 3 homemade sexual harassment videos you made?
Dude, the second most powerful person in the world.
One of where you were actually going to have sex with a woman, only the fact that there was 900 people there chanting, and what the fuck?
Yeah, like in those 3 videos, you've got a very creepy blowjob. You've got a gross stage fright, and some sort of really bad gymnastics experience.
They didn't even need to do any of that videotaping because the guy gave the fucking job to his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's almost like this entire game was a pointless exercise. I wonder, was that some sort of cutting remark on how the designer of this felt about his work? America's Sexiest Home Videos went on to gain the mega hit of the season, proving clearly that P.T. Barnum was right. Congress never did get around to doing anything to clean up the airwaves. It seems every bill ever submitted somehow turned up mysteriously stuck in committee while they were examined the evidence. A young Bill Clinton takes notes. After a lengthy trial that increased tabloid sales nationwide, Julius Big was found innocent of all charges related to his incident at the White House dinner.
Wait, you pulled a gun in the middle of the fucking White House?
No, it was what was quickly dubbed the custard pie defense. He pleaded temporary insanity due to the high sugar content of those White House desserts and got off with a mild reprimand from the judge and 6 months of mandatory Jenny Craig meetings. This is all hilarious. I'm sure you can agree. Reverse Biaz soon found himself out of a job when Des Rever Records went bankrupt. Executives realized there's no longer any reason to add subliminal messages to records since kids can't figure out how to play their CDs backwards anymore.
So, hang on, wait. So, a minute.
Neil's just trying to figure out, was there any point to this game at all?
There's absolutely no point to it.
Yeah.
Like, everything that we've done amounted to literally nothing.
Yeah.
So, like, she shot the villain, but he gets off.
Yeah.
The subliminal music plan falls apart, not because of anything she did, because people can't actually figure out how to play CDs backwards.
Yeah.
All of their bills to get through Congress fail because they all get stuck in committee. And look, as you see there, yeah, the mob is out of the porn business, but I mean, they quickly find other ways to make fucking money. So yeah, the game is literally pointless. The whole fucking thing is utterly pointless.
Yeah. But it was all just an effort to get the 2 main characters back again. No doubt they'll be separated in the next one.
Fucking hell.
Because that's pretty much how each of these games like fucking end up anyway. And yeah,
he spent the entire game like trying to hound other fucking women.
Only to come back to the one he's hounded since the start.
Fucking hell. This is terrible.
Yeah, it really fucking is. And again, there's nothing frustrating about this game. It's just inherently pointless. Like, it's a game for the sake of a game. And not even that, like again, it's on with the new graphics and the extra production, and again, it's well made in that sense. But like, the biggest problem about this is just, why would you need a game like this? Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Oh, we have a surprise from Al Lowe. The voice of God is speaking to us, saying that we should save our game. Oh, fantastic. Let's see what we got here. I hope you are gonna love the surprise, Neil.
It's a fucking music player.
Music player. Of all the sound bits of the game.
Here, end this. I'm not sitting here going through it.
No. This is important to the plot.
No, it is not important to the fucking
No,
plot.
I think we're
No.
This is literally the fucking post-game content. Is all the noises from the game.
A soundboard.
Yeah.
I bought a DAC, a digital to audio converter. Just in case anybody realizes, like in the 90s, like early 90s, like sound cards were not standard.
Yes.
On computers, so it was possible to actually buy a computer that didn't have a sound card.
Exactly, yeah. And just a fart noise. No, there we go.
It's a pointless amount of hours that I'll never get back. Thank you.
The error backlog ends, and we're left wondering, as we often do with this series, why? Just fucking why? Like, again, we've had this problem before sometimes with these games where we were kind of left wondering, why would we even bother? But I think it's even more frustrating to have a game that like does actually have some level of production in it, but it just seems that even the person making it just didn't seem to give a shit, you know? Like,
it just didn't fucking put in any effort to like make a coherent story.
No.
Well, that made sense.
Like this is I'm trying to think now, like because this was slightly before my time. Let me see. Perhaps I can make a very salient point about why this stuff doesn't work. Let's see now. So, Leisure Suit Larry was released in 1991. Now, here's my point. Hold true here. Yes, there we go. So, Leisure Suit Larry 5 was released in 1991.
Yeah.
Monkey Island 1 was released in 1990. So, my central point here is that even when an actual good comedy game comes around, Sierra is genuinely blown out of the water. Because I'm even thinking, like, but even before this, if, like, again, fair copy might be saying that that's a little bit too soon for someone to kind of get inspired by another game, let's say. But then if I went further back, then probably what Loom was another one, was a game before that, January 1990. You got perhaps Zack McCracken. There we go. That's a good example. Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders was 1988, right? So when you have games like that already on the market, and then of course if you didn't like that, you got like Maniac Mansion. So between those games and then whatever like stuff like Sierra was churning out, like there's a difference between a substantial amount of quality and then people just actively phoning it in. But like there's a difference between having like they're like doing a game out of spite almost, compared to like when you're actually putting some effort in. I think Legends of Larry 5 was trying to be like that kind of like almost ironic about its own game. but it just ended up being a bit meh. It's the best way to describe it, because like it's by far like the easiest game I got to play for Sierra, but then again, I wasn't doing much, kind of way.
Yeah,
I got
blade has to do some fucking effort there.
it's a bit of a stretch, all right, I'll admit that, but nevertheless, it is now finally in the books, and we're not gonna have to see Larry again until 1993, which is relief, which is thankfully 2 years away and about 10 games in between. So we won't have to care about him for quite some time. But as we said, as we mentioned to before, we are now going back to some of the staples of the Sierra backlog. So we had Legends with Larry, which is of course the there for the sex pest market of the video game industry, which is still there to this day. But now we're going to go back now to some of their old favorites. So Neil, you indeed have a choice here of viewing next time around. Would you rather go into space or go back into the police force? What would you rather?
Let's go into space.
You're not going to space. Well, in that case, then the next adventure on SierraQuest is Space Quest 4, aptly named Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is actually the first time they actually call him Roger Wilco, which is like thankfully long overdue. But yes, that's exactly where we're going to go next, and hopefully we will wash our hands of this terrible display. Will the designers of this game actually care about Roger Wilco and his Time Rippers? We'll soon find out. But until then, we're going to leave you here on this very tepid note. We're sorry, actually, we showed you this game, to be honest. I feel like we don't apologize enough for our content, but
we're really sorry, but you subscribe to our channel, so this is actually your fault.
Just remember, only you can stop SierraQuest. Even if just remember, people, right? Even if you dislike the videos, that still counts as traffic. Okay, you're giving away the wrong message. But nevertheless, now we're gonna switch over to Space Quest 4 for our next adventure. So we'll see you for that one soon, because this was all Legends with Larry, and that was all fucking terrible. Also, we should say, maybe never ever do what Legends with Larry does. Do not ever film women without their permission, okay?
Don't do what Larry does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Larry Laffer does there now. Good night, everybody.